Welcome to Dave's Drama Diner, episode 109. And I am your host, first and fifth Drama Emperor, currently reigning, and your patron tonight. And I welcome everyone who's chosen to come out here tonight, especially the Hatewatchers who make themselves so evident. But I hope you are having a great Friday night eve. Tomorrow is Good Friday. It's not just good, it's great. But tomorrow is a holiday for some, but not many, because I know of a few that are actually working tomorrow. So bless them for making the economy run. Thankfully, I'm off tomorrow. So that means that sky's the limit tonight. Yeah! So you never know where tonight's show will go. But I hope you're having a good Thursday evening. Even you hate watchers, you worthless pieces of shit. And you know you are. Let's, as always, start off the show by showing our gratitude and appreciation for all those who have chosen to spend their time with us here today in the chat. Well, you know what? As well as listening, even the hate watchers. We have Bird2393. Be sure to check him out on Twitch, where he does chill hangouts while he shoots people in the faces while he plays, I think, PUBG or some other first-person shooter game. But yeah, if you like that, check him out. We have Giddy Lee, Zowl Nose. We have Jacob RP, who says yes, who is just probably thirsty for some fucking good quality drama. Can't get it anywhere else. And, of course, he comes to the one who can only do what he does, and nobody does it better. We have Steve Callan. We have Latino Heat. It's Irish Dave, all the way from across the pond there. We have the one and only chef extraordinaire, Michelin master himself, Gabe Rodriguez, who says, "Hey, bro, how you doing? Happy belated birthday." Thank you very much. Hope you're doing well. We need to do a Too Many Chefs show. Yes, we do. And like I always said, yield to your schedule because yours is kind of funky, but... hey, whenever you want to... I mean, last time you fucking said, let's do a show, I dropped whatever show it was that I was doing, and it was like, let's do this. So anytime, anywhere, brother. We can certainly talk food and catch up, talk about the future. And again, I don't know how it's going with the food truck thing that you had planned on, and sometimes, you know, there's encumbrances, there's difficulties, and... we don't necessarily get what we want the first time around, but that's why we're here, to go round after round. So, you know, again, your talks, and you guys really should check out that interview I had with Gabe. Yeah, his thoughts about starting a food truck and, you know, his idea to fusion food and provide different types of meals and wares certainly inspired me and got me excited. But, you know, then again, I'm happy about other people's successes. I'm not jealous. I see other people successful. I say, you know what? That's fucking awesome for them. And you know what? I would like to be as successful. I'd like to be able to accomplish what they accomplish. Not I want that and they shouldn't have it. That's jealousy. That's what Skunty and others. And we'll get into that. We're just easing in here right now. But that's what many people... and it's funny, though, they seem to either project that onto me or they just project it onto the world, thinking that apparently everyone's jealous of them. But no, that's just a negative energy that's unnecessary. And when I see someone successful, I certainly encourage them. I'm happy for them, and I want to be as successful as them. Simple as that. We have the one and only Carlos Cabral in the chat says, Dave, that was a good stream. That's the gaming stream I did. 2 hours. Did not even feel like that. And playing some Kerbals. It was good. It was fun. And I've got to go back to the drawing board again. Also, on a side note, which I did mention in my previous stream, is, it tickles the cockles of my heart, is that I was told by a young lady, much younger than me, that I did not look 43 years old, which, again, seems to be reaffirmed when I want to, well, depending on where I go, but want to buy a pack of smokes or, buy some alcohol. I do get carded from time to time, so... Yeah, it says a few things about good genetics. We've got It's a Rouge Shunchu in the chat. He says, remember everyone, Dave is 43. Yeah, I just said that, but you said it before I did. Or tree, however Dave wants to say it. Yeah, I'm just fucking trying to make a bad impression. That's Slander-a-roo. Gabe says, haters welcome. Jacob RP had his message deleted by, who was it? I don't know. Get a lead. He says, where are the bitches at? Well, you're here. I mean, I'm fine with that. I don't necessarily agree with your message being deleted, but, you're sort of a bitch. And you're here, so, I mean, like, there you go. You answer your own question. Silence RP says Getty. Ladina says LOL. I guess that sort of, whatever. This air horn applies anytime. Anywho, as I was discussing, jealousy is certainly not what I have in mind, but, there are others out there, scunt. But, they would certainly look at someone who's successful and be very angry at them. But the other day, when I was doing some streams, I did not get through everything that I wanted to get through. Shout out to Vikings fan there in chat. Says, that's true. You know what? Fuck it. Skype lines are open from the get-go. Anyone wants to call in, don't anger me. But you're free to call in. I am already inebriated from both the cannabis and the alcohol consumed by the beer that I'm drinking. Meanwhile, I'm not getting tased by 6 cops. That's another thing. We were talking about jealousy. Well, Scunty, who has made it very clear that he's not too pleased when somebody can actually handle their alcohol or isn't a violent drunk. So I'm just fucking chilling. I'm enjoying my fucking Thursday night. And I hope you are too. Except for you, Scunty. Go fuck yourself. But yes, there was a video. Oh, shout out to the 23 viewing. Oh, my God. You weren't here for the Kerbal stuff, so it's very clear why you're here, especially the Hatewatchers. But that's on you, not on me. I can produce any sort of content. We got Gabe here. Gabe said, let's do a fucking interview now. I'll be like, fuck the drama. Let's do the fucking interview. Last time I talked to Gabe, I can't remember how many hours we went on, but, like, it was fucking fascinating, fucking great interactions, and it's about a passion that I have, which is cooking. And then when I meet a master, again, this is what makes me fucking laugh, and plus love what I do, is that when I tell people I'm better than them, it means it's certain things. I'm not going to tell Gabe I'm better than cooking than him, because that would just be total fallacy and lies. But with other things, I can certainly tell certain people, not everyone, but certain people, I'm better than you. Simple as that. I mean, compared to Skunt, everyone is better than him. I mean, I'm starting to think maybe even Stalin was better than, better than Skunt. But yeah, like, where do I go from here? It's so evident. I just don't understand. I don't understand why some people are just so fucking confused. And don't let your hate watchers, don't let your hate confuse you for the difference between me and Scott. But we got more to go. Shout out to Jay Diz in the chat. Somebody who Scott hates and would probably call him a bunch of different epithets. But then again, and racial slurs. But we've seen Skunt do that with many of the blacks. So, actually, I gotta find that clip where he was. This was recent. I think somebody sent it to me through Skype, but it was basically like sort of dismissing. Who was it? They were black, but it's basically saying, "Oh, they agree with Dave, so he's not black." That was the summary of it. Fuck, I gotta remember. Regardless, we got. Jacob RP says. Let's see what he says. Aru Latino and Getty definitely get no bitches. LOL. I don't know how you can state that without any evidence, but again, you when last time you communicated with me, you were admitting that you kind of fucked up big time. So you don't have the best track record, and you're very open to sharing these failures, these L's. That's what you kids say, right? The L's. But you're sharing that with other people. But okay. Regardless, okay. So last time I streamed about drama, there was this one clip I didn't play. I believe it's about 10 minutes long. Which means I could probably make it 3 hours. But regardless, it's Skunty addressing me and stuff, and I don't know what order it was, but I do like to continue to review what was downloaded before he decided to make it private. Also, I still have that surprise. Again, all you hate watchers, all you people who are so obsessed. Plus the lovers. The lovers, I love you. Who watch me because I entertain them. And it's for you, the people. But for everyone, really. I still have that surprise I told you guys about. I didn't get the opportunity because of limited time. And yeah, I can go quite long, but I don't always get to squeeze it in. I still have that surprise ready for you, the people. So let's start off at least. Shout out to the 25 viewing. But let's start off at least with this, I believe, what is a 10-minute video. And Scott is saying things about multiple people. Let's continue. Or let's begin, and then continue.
Remember when Dave shut Latino feet down just like this? Dave doesn't give a fuck about any one of you, except for your money. He is a user.
Oh, this is already sounding great. I mean, what, 10 seconds in. 10 seconds in, and I'm using, ladies and gentlemen, especially the hate watchers, using you all. Getty Lee, I see you in the chat. Never got a donation from that guy, Scotty. But I'm using you all just to reiterate what Scott's saying right now. I'm using you all for the donations. Okay. Just let that sink in for a second. Ladies and gentlemen, we got our first caller of the night, the one and only Minnesota Vikings fan.
What's up, Didi?
I'm doing good. I'm 43. I'm 43.
43?
43.
Funny.
That's right. How you doing?
I'm doing. Well, I think that Jacob RP, he's just a 40-year-old virgin and needs to shut the fuck up.
He's not 40 though, but he certainly doesn't have a good record with the women.
Close enough.
Well,
you know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean,
The concept of him being a virgin, that's I'm starting to believe maybe the way he talks and acts. Starting to kind of wonder, dude.
I
You know
don't
what I
know.
mean?
He's low tier Latino. They fuck a fire hydrant. So, I don't know if I would say he's a virgin, but the quality of female that he stuck it into could be questioned as to actually being a female. But that's another issue altogether.
Well,
I mean, look at his
that's what I
eyebrows.
was
Do you think those eyebrows attract women or fucking men in drag? Let's just be honest.
that's what I'm saying. I think he should maybe take a trip to Thailand and check out the ladies for a month. Because he
No, he
fucking
likes
fit
them
right in.
Latino.
That might be.
I don't think he likes
Yep.
the slanty eyes. I think he likes them Latino.
He likes the lady boys. That's all that matters. Fuck it. Yeah, I could see it. I don't know, dude. I could just see like RP, like, oh, it looked like a chick, and she was sucking me
It
out,
looked like a
and then I
chick.
went to go fuck her, and she had a fucking cock. And I was like, well, you know, that's what happens in Thailand, you motherfucking asshole.
Oh,
RP
I want
wouldn't
to
know the
quickly address
difference,
this.
dude. He wouldn't know.
Hold on. Jared for the third says in the chat, Dave has done more free content than anyone in the history of free. That is true, actually. I'll be honest. Like, even before people coaxed me into taking donations, I was just fucking doing it. I was like, no, I'm not going to monetize my channel. I just want to fucking stream and shit. And then people convinced me to take the donations. But it's, again, I'm not fucking insisting on it. It's not like being mentioned every episode. Sometimes I fucking, pin it in my chat. Sometimes I don't. And Jar4 the Third has a point there, is that it's never been about the money, despite the fact that what Scott has in the first 10 seconds actually said about this. But it's never been about the money. But, the money has certainly helped. People have been very generous. They've helped me out in some very dire times. And I fucking will appreciate that for fucking ever. And, it's something that I, will talk about without fucking trying to, because Scott has done this where people donate to him, he'll like say, oh, I love you and stuff, and then the next day he like hates them and all that shit. But regardless, you called in. I don't mean to overtalk over you, so please continue.
What's well, what I was gonna say? I was gonna say too, though. You do like a community service. You know what I mean? So
I appreciate that.
Nothing wrong with that, right?
Well, somebody's got to do it, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we've seen.
I've been there. I did the community service for about 3 solid years. Fucking every single week.
I do miss your shows when you were in the studio and you and.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Every single fucking Thursday night, 6 o'clock for about 3 years, we did it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but you also got bothered by the fact that YR would go at that time. It's just like, you got to understand that, like, say, for example, Joe, Ken, and myself were all going live at the same time. I wouldn't fucking hold anything against anybody. They're like, decided to go watch Joe or Ken. I'd be like, well, I'm doing my show. When I'm done, I'm done. But just because you didn't see me live doesn't mean you're not going to fucking catch up on me tomorrow, which a lot of people do with a lot of my drama streams. It's like, I'll watch it during my work day. It's like, that's fine. You don't have to be here fucking live. But, if you enjoy my stuff and you watch it afterwards, I'm not demanding or even expecting somebody to watch me over somebody else that's going live. In fact, I'll direct them. I'll be like, oh, shit, I've been going for 2 hours. Now Joe's going live. Go watch him. Or, hey, Ken's going live. Yeah. Go watch him.
Yeah, no, I know. But, YR, he just kind of did that shit out of jealousy. He wanted to
I
be
don't know the history about that. I know that you've
again.
mentioned that. And
that's, it's like, what the fuck, man?
Yeah, but you also take things a little too harsh in the sense that, like, the true quality will be seen. right? If people end up not
Well,
watching you live, but then you get more views on that video than fucking YR did because people are listening to you during their workday and stuff and actually watch. Because again, it's also about watching the entire video through. It's not like, oh, I tuned in for a second, then it quit. It's like, yeah, you might have gotten a bunch of views, but it doesn't mean like the viewer duration of the video is consistent with watching the entire thing. But hey, man, that happens to me too, is that sometimes I don't have that many live viewers, but then I look at the analytics and it shows, shit, there's a lot of people that tuned into this video.
yeah. Oh, yeah. I can remember some of them. I go back and they would have 200, 300 views after, and I'm like, what?
Yeah,
You know what I
exactly.
mean?
Exactly.
You
People
know,
like to have something to listen
I'm
to.
I'm not saying that I kind of don't miss it. You know what I mean? But I don't know.
Yeah, you know what?
Things are
I do
different.
have to curse you
Things
on
are
this,
different
at
now.
least, is you're the one that fucking encouraged Scott to do these fucking videos where he just takes his phone and points it to his ceiling. You're the one who fucking started that shit in this community, okay? You're the originator of that fucking tactic. And he copied it off you, and now he fucking does that with his fucking, or it shows his walls, whatever. It's fucking, yeah, I have to blame you. I'm sorry. I have to blame
You you know what? You know what else fucks with them?
you.
Is when I show 'em- when I do a video and I have the display going on one of my solar generators, and he's like, I guess Vikings fan is so fucking poor over there. He needs fucking solar power to keep the lights on and shit. And he thinks that's what's fucking really going on, dude.
Loser.
Because I did videos where the screen is spinning and it's charging, right? You know, the screen on it, the wheels going because it's charging and shit. And that's what it does, you know. And he thinks
What a
like I'm so
moron.
poor that I need solar generators to keep
Or
the lights on. He's
maybe
like,
you're just see no, it's this guy's to get it. He's like, oh, you're poor. No, you're saving money by utilizing solar panels so that you're reducing your overall expenditures. How difficult is it to understand that?
fuck, you know, the whole thing with the solar shit is I just like it. You know what I mean? I enjoy it. Like I got 4 solar panels, Dave. All right. I got 200 watters and I got 200 watters, and the 200 watters got fucking solar panels on both sides. You know
There
what
you
I
go.
mean?
There you go.
Yeah, so and then I got 2 solar generators. I just kind of enjoy this shit. It's just a hobby, more somewhat. You know what I mean? Like it's just like me and fucking speakers too. I like fucking kick-ass Bluetooth speakers. You know,
Yep.
they're just little hobby, different little fucking harmless things. You know, and Scunty wants to run with it like fucking. I need it to keep the lights on, and that's why it's so dark in my room all the time.
Yeah.
Because
Okay.
fuck, you know,
Or should
it's
I
like
actually? I've got the sound clip. You won't hear it, but it'll be the Ken, and I'll play it right now.
Okay.
There we go. It's Ken saying, "Okay." Also, Casey is raw says, Dave, I want to make a request. Have Vikings say, I strike again, fuckers.
I strike again, fuckers. How's that, Casey?
I'd have to give it a C plus at most. A little lacking, but
Yeah.
hey, it's a Thursday.
Well,
I don't know what your day was like. Mine was tiring, so hey, maybe you're just
fuck.
not in the animated mood to do so. But
Today was a little bit fucked up. I was on hold for over an hour on the phone, so it wasn't fun. It's never fun when you sit on hold for an hour, is it, Dave?
no, it's not.
No. Nah, I've had better days, but hey, you know, things get taken care of. What I was gonna say about Casey too is that fucker. He put me in the death pool, so fuck him. I ain't fucking gonna go all gung
He's
ho.
not always right. Don't worry about that.
No, I know, but it kind of seemed like he was rooting for the Vikings fan to end up in the grave in 2022, and it just didn't quite work out that way there, Casey, buddy. Sorry. As
So,
much as he hoped it would, as much as he hoped that, you know. I mean, yeah, you know, you can put like what, like, what's her face? That was 99 that
Oh,
died.
Betty White.
Betty White. Yeah, you put her on there, but why the fuck you got to put me on there, man? I'm not like 99 years old.
It's the
I
heart
mean,
attacks. It's the heart attacks.
yeah, but dude, people live like
Well, I
60,
already explained this to people is that you actually have this mutant power. Like every heart attack makes you stronger. So like you don't want to wish an extra heart attack on like Skunty has on you because it's just going to make you stronger and stronger. The more heart attacks Vikings fan has, like it's the Hulk. The angrier he gets, the stronger he gets. Like that's what you're getting with fucking Vikings fan. Like apparently he can't be killed. 2 heart attacks already, and he's still fucking saying don't play the fuck games. So
right?
you got to be careful what you wish for.
I still got some fight in me, Um, but that's the thing I was gonna say is like people have heart attacks in their 30s and their 20s, and they still live like another 50
Not the
years.
normal person. I'll be honest. It's not the normal
No,
person.
no, but it happens where they have a heart attack where they're young and they still live a long time.
Yeah, but
You know what I
it starts if they're having that at a young age. It's clearly because of their fucking health. Like
Or
that's not normal,
hereditary.
dude. It's not normal.
There's some hereditary shit though like that where it runs in some families. You know what I mean?
Apparently, you're in your 60s, according to Jacob RP.
Yeah, at least 60, maybe 70. Right?
Wow, you're a geezer.
That's sad, dude. That's sad. Whatever, man. Not. I mean, he should know. It doesn't. I guess it doesn't really matter how old I am. It doesn't really matter, does it?
According to him, it
If I'm,
does. He wants a puppy. A puppy, I want you, puppy. Puppy, I
if
need a strong role model in my life. I mean, like I never had
I
a
don't
good
want,
father. He abandoned me and my mother. But like I need somebody who's strong, who like provides good discipline and like who represents America because like, I'm just like I don't even know what I'm doing. So like you Vikings, I might pretend to hate you, but like I just want you to be my puppy. That's what he said.
fuck that. Fuck that. You know what, RP? Go fucking talk to your dad.
Back to the
Go talk to your
orphanage.
father.
Why won't
Go
anyone
talk to your.
adopt me? I'm just stuck here at the orphanage. Nobody want
If you
me.
had, if you got any questions, RP, go talk to your father. I'm not the fucking guy. Sorry, dude. Sorry. I never had any kids, and fucking, I'm probably not gonna have any. And I sure don't want to have to take care of no little orphan bastard like RP. So trying to, I mean, fucking guy can't even change a fucking tire. So I mean, what the fuck?
That
Fuck that
is
shit,
funny.
dude. If you can't change a fucking tire, dude, you're hopeless, right?
But come on, man. Like, what you say about me? Also, I'm going to be showing right now the pictures of a true Latino. Hold on, let me just. This is coming from the Goon himself, an actual Colombian. Um, um, Goon was in Colombia recently, and here are the photos that prove this. So, there we go. A nice plaza. We got
Plaza.
the people there in the plaza. Then we got these beautiful hills and mountains.
I don't even need to
And
see it. You're describing it perfect.
we got a very nice little chateau here. Nice little fountain. And the beautiful food that he's been able to eat. So look at that. Very delicious. But yes, the Goon reminding, what's his name, Jacob RP, that he is half-breed mestizo and that he is higher tier and certainly living the life. And certainly not dating
And
single mothers. I know that for certain. The goon is not like that. He doesn't date single mothers and go for low hanging fruit.
RP
Shout out
will
to
always
It's
be the water
Bulls
boy.
in the chat and Danny MT and Sean's View Entertainment.
Oh fuck! Oh man!
Oh, I'm a popular individual, yes. And we still
That
haven't. I
grab
mean,
that
we got
shot-
10 seconds
that
of the
shot
drama,
you
and you
guy.
called in. I mean, there's so much more to go. Yes.
Well, if you wanna get back to rolling some audio, I can jump out of here.
Well, I just, again, we're opening up the lines in case anyone wants to address what's being said. We're going to continue to take calls throughout the night, so you can call in multiple times. But, again, we have a few things to review. Again, things even critical of me. And I have no problem to expose that and let people decide on their own. I'm not hiding videos. I'm not fucking doing anything. People can decide. But I'll even put criticism of me on my own channel. How about that?
You know, I just want to say one other thing that ain't got nothing to do with nothing and no drama.
What's up?
AEW All Out, the fucking pay-per-view at
All
Wembley
in,
Stadium.
all in.
Gonna be
All in London.
Going to be all in. Going to be 100,000 people. Dave Rose. It's going to be.
I want to see that. I really would like to see that. I think they can accomplish
pumped,
that.
dude.
People are scoffing at it. I think they really can. I think they can actually fill that entire fucking stadium. It's a challenge. It's not going to be easy, but I think they can actually fucking pull it off.
Big things coming. Big things. But all right, I'm going to pop out of here, man. I'm going to get out of here.
Again, Skype lines
I'll
remain
come back
open,
in
so if you hear something that you want to disagree with or address, again, you can call in.
All right. For sure. All right, buddy. You have a good one.
There goes Vikings fan. Be sure to check him out on his channel. You can put the link in the chat. I do believe that you have a wrench to allow you to do so. So we got 10 minutes in, 10 seconds in. I guess we're going to play those again because they were hilarious. But yes, this was the video I was going to continue to review.
Remember when Dave shut Latino feet down just like this? Dave doesn't give a fuck about any one of you except for your money. He is a user and he's proving it, and you people look like fucking cucks, just like what Ken called Big Bad Ads with Bex. He's a cuck. Blonen's a cuck. Now you guys look like cucks to Dave.
Yeah, you look all like cucks to me. Ladies and gentlemen, let's go to the latest count of donations tonight. Oh, what's that? It's $0 donated. And we continue. I said we continue.
Dave shits on you. You see, that's Dave's true emotions coming out there. That's a little Freudian slip there, if you will.
It's Freudian. Let's hear that again. He said Freudian. It's not Frodo, you fuck. It's not Frodo, it's Freud.
Look like cucks to Dave. Dave shits on you. You see, that's Dave's true emotions coming out there. That's a little Freudian slip there, if you will. He doesn't like you, Danny. He never did. Neither does he like Latino feet.
Okay, you hear that, Danny MT and Latino feet? I hate you. Well, he said I don't like you, so I guess we have to use his words or he's going to get angry. But I don't like you. Latino feet, I don't like you. Because, feet and heat. Oh, it's so similar. That's hilarious. And Danny, naughty Danny. I don't like you either. That's certainly quite hilarious, but let's continue.
These people were Dave's enemy.
Also, listen to the exasperation of the voice. He honestly, he sounds like he just ran a marathon. Came up to you, he was like, "I gotta tell you a story right now. You won't understand what I've just fucking said or what I've seen. Oh my god! Just give me a second here to just catch my breath." That's what I'm hearing here, and let's just rewind a little bit. Let me also look into the chat. There's Danny MT. He says, "I heard it. I've heard it a million times. I don't understand it. Not many do. Jacob RP says Scott would be like an EMT person, even if they were attempting to save his life. Not too sure what that means. Stony Tony in the chat says, Scott's still watching for you to put out the Carlos dates to prove you didn't get worked over so bad that even 2 years later you can accept it. Still waiting, big guy. Stay stony. I have no idea what that's supposed to mean. Scott's still waiting for you to put out the Carlos dates. Carlos dates. To prove you didn't get worked over so bad that 2 years later you can accept it. You're clearly a testament to your own name because you are quite stoned, I guess, because I don't understand a fucking word about that. The Goon in the chat says, Jacob RP, saving my money for my haircut tomorrow. Beard shave up, hair touch up, no eyebrows. My eyebrows are genetically great, so no work is ever needed. Mic drop. Or should I say, come on.
Pay homage to the man. Woo! I love it.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that wraps it up. We hope you have it.
Jacob RB says Dave cannot read. I read in actually more than 3 different languages. I can read Italian. But yes, I read in multiple languages. I can't speak Italian, but, well, I can speak certain phrases. I've got to study up on this, but it's certain pronunciations of certain letters. Other than that, most of the stuff I understand. But I'm not proficient. That would be the best way to say it. I'm not proficient with Italian. So, multilingual, certainly. What else? Oh, we got Jacob is not too pleased. Getty don't like anyone. LOL. Such a critic. Be nice, Getty. Sounds like someone's getting triggered there. Jacob RP also continues and says, The Goon, so you just walk around with the bushy eyebrows? No wonder you're single, LOL. How do you know that, though? How would you know that this guy's single? Tony says, LOL, Scott put that short about Carlos betraying me. Oh, Carlos Ray, I guess you're talking about. Which was a work by me and him 2 years ago, fucking with Scott. So very gullible he is. He's 2 years old, and he always goes for old stuff. Because he can't fucking address the new stuff. What else? Danny MT says, it was never a work, Tony. You've been exposed 1,000,000 times over. It's beyond pathetic. Yeah, we're expecting some conversation between those two in our chat. That's why it's always great to be here. 31 viewing, by the way, especially all the hate watchers. You can't stay away. You're pathetic, and I own you. And I live in your mind rent-free. But, we have a little more conversation in the chat. LOL, stay in your lane, RP, says Getty Lee. Goon says to Jacob RP, who said I'm single? Tiff says, people fighting with each other in the chat, LOL. That's why it's also so great to be here on a Friday night. It's Friday. Keep thinking it's Friday. Regardless, it's a Dave night, and you're here with me, and you're enjoying yourself, of course. But, what do you expect? The crazy nature of this place certainly is quite exemplified right here. And the chat continues, and I've lost track. Bullseye says, I can help RP enhance his vocabulary and oh fuck, and it just keeps going on. And help use people's words against them. Oh man, this is hilarious. Tony, I can't see I can't see him. He's blocked. So sorry, Danny's rumorish. So sorry. I was at a work. LOL. Did you see my community page? Well, I mean, if you have him blocked, that's why you can't see him. So I don't know why you would block somebody who would, be critical of you, unless you're scared of addressing what somebody has to say, which will be part of the great surprise. And the chat keeps going. I can't keep up with that shit. I'm going to keep playing this clip. How about that? You guys keep fighting. It's beautiful. It's delicious. It's hilarious. I can go back to this huge replay value. Chats are enabled. Huge replay value. So you can listen back to the show, and you can actually just read through the comments of the chat, and it shall be hilarious. Yes. Let's continue with Scotty. We're only 33 seconds into what I believe is about 10 minutes.
People were Dave's enemy, Dave would be going after these people hard. We've already seen him go after Danny. So stop fucking...
We've seen him... Who haven't I gone after? Come on.
Fooling yourselves. You're all using each other, and none of you like each other.
We're all using each other, guys, just to let you know. Because he's obviously much more intelligent than we are. So he knows. So he's telling us we're all using each other, but we're all going after each other. Interdasting.
Period. Dave just shit out.
Period. He said period. Conversation's over. Period.
All over Danny and made him look like an idiot. Yet
I just shat on you, Danny, and it made you look like an idiot.
Yet again. Dave made you look like an idiot not a month ago, too, when he told you, yeah, Danny, you got to shut up. This is why you got to let me be your lawyer in court. Can you imagine the delusions?
That was a tongue-in-cheek comment, which was, I thought, fucking hilarious, but Scott does seem to have an issue understanding parody. But, okay. Or should I say, here's my soundboard. God damn it, I closed my soundboard. That's just unprofessional, Dave. Just terrible. But once it decides to fucking show.
Okay.
All right. Better late than never. Let's continue.
Of these fucking people in court, bro, for real? Like,
in court? Oh, come on. I've got to rewind now. Every time he talks about the law, I'm very fascinated because it's just so easy to fucking destroy him, but too much.
Of these fucking people in court, bro, for real? Like, this is fucking whacked, man. You look like a bitch, Danny. And you're always trying to act so fucking hard, bro.
Says the guy who's apparently been making videos of himself punching a punching bag. First of all, very whorish of you, very Instagramian. Basically, it's only bitches that post themselves filming themselves. Like, don't flex. And like, if you're tracking your progress working out, that stays private. But when you show that shit, lifting up your fucking wife beater and showing your fucking stomach towards the fucking audience, not the audience, but the mirror where you've got your camera and all that, you look like a prison bitch. You look like a fucking horny, disgusting degenerate. It's again, focusing on yourself and it's actually part of the pride sin, but yeah, the amount of times that this guy is so obsessed with his own personal appearance and just wants to appear as some sort of strong individual. It's disgusting. It really is disgusting. I don't know if people grasp what I'm referring to, but this pettiness, which is, again, mostly encountered with females, again, this desire to be the center of attention, taking selfies of themselves and wanting to, like, again, like using filters to make themselves look better. Scott does that shit. Scott does that. And it's fucking disgusting. It really is. I mean, this guy claims to be such an alpha male, but, like, I mean, even a drag queen would call him gay. I mean, wow.
Because you know what you've done makes you look like a rat. And you're trying to look like a big, bad, tough Muay Thai guy to all the prison guys.
You hear that, Danny? Trying to look big and tough with Muay Thai. More to 11. Tony says, Danny running to the police like a bitch, like a little tattletale bitch. Didn't you say, Tony, that you contacted the police about your girlfriend's grandmother's death and that they now control the phone lines of the household and they're tracking anyone that's communicating to that? I mean, you did communicate with the police. So I don't know what communicating with the police makes you a bitch at, because when I was threatened by Scott, I communicated with the police. I filmed it. So I don't know about that there, Tony.
But the reality is, you're a bitch. So you can't have the best of both worlds, Danny. You can't.
Says the guy that has to go to multiple other communities to claim victimhood for how much he got spanked in this community here. And then try to state that us here are the bad guys when we're not going over there and starting the problems that he is. Yeah, okay. Or should I say...
Okay.
Exactly.
Can't have, oh, I'm a big tough bad guy, I'll go fight you, bro, I'll pull up, and then be a rat at the same time running to the cops crying because you're getting exposed by one dude on YouTube that you're obsessed with.
Don't think yourself so big there, Scotty. You have a inflated sense of ego. Let's continue.
You're obsessed with him and his family. You fucking sicko. You can't stand me because I've exposed you, Danny, for what you are.
Maybe it's because you're a fucking psycho, and for every other, person that agrees with that assessment. Maybe all these people, like a bunch of people, don't like you because you're a fucking psycho. Could you draw that conclusion? Of course not. You're too far gone. You literally are too far gone.
Time and time again. You and Dave are the biggest fucking liars on YouTube.
Actually, I've got a clip for that. Sean's view might like it.
Pay homage to the man. Woo! I love it.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that wraps it up. We hope you have it.
That's right. Before Danny decided to call in and ruin my sound clip, which is fine. But I love it. Ladies and gentlemen, the Estonian / Finnish / German / Russian / Argentinian, Lord Sir Danny MT.
Yes. A man of many bloodlines throughout the world.
That's right. The man of many bloodlines. I like that.
Clip if you want to. I'm not trying to interrupt.
Clip that shit. All right. You have the floor, Daddy. Do not disappoint me.
No, I never disappoint you, dude.
From time to time, you
jumped
do.
in late. And obviously, first of all, I know these are old clips, Scott, whatever. I actually talked to
No,
Scott
this is
yesterday.
2 weeks ago, dude. I just never got around to reviewing it.
Yeah, no, because I remember these. I remember when this shit was said. So yeah, I know that it's old, but
Well,
I
this is
actually
the first
talked to
time
him
I'm hearing
yesterday.
this shit, dude. Just letting you know.
Oh no, damn, you're backed up because
No,
people
I'm
jam
really,
you up.
dude. No, see, I actually, Scott will obsess over others. Like, oh, you're making videos about me 24/7. You're doing all this stuff. I'm working my ass off, and it's just like during the week, I have no time to watch this shit. So I get messages. Oh, did you see this? No, I didn't. But maybe
Yeah,
when I get that opportunity, maybe I will fucking review it. But you know what's better? Fucking authentic fucking reviews. I've never heard this, so I'm listening to it, and my reaction is, straight up. It's fucking, I've never heard this. So here it
right.
is.
Oh, I am very happy for you, for the record, man, because I know that you're fucking busting your ass now, and I know a lot of people hit you up. Hey, I'm one of them that sends you substance. I'm one out of plenty.
Also,
I can admit.
he needs the drama.
Oh man, dude, that dude needs to just.
Yeah, he
That
wanted
needs
to get into
that
it
dude,
with you in the chat there. That's interesting.
get out of your mom's house, get a real job, chill, bro. Like, I don't know why you even try to talk to me and say stuff like it's weird. Like, you make me uncomfortable because of your fucking off-word fucking like, please just talk to someone else, please. I really don't want anything with you. We have nothing in common. With that being said, anyways, I wanted to call in because I was hearing these old clips and I'm like, fuck, whatever. I'm past that. Me personally, right now with Scott, I talked to him yesterday. And I said, hey, no more. There's no more back and forth or whatever. I'm not going to do that. Whatever. It's just smoke. I was like, so get you your field one. That's it. Like it's just smoke. I'm gonna make it here and go down.
First of all, you don't have him blocked. That should be automatic. Second, you're trying to negotiate. Oh, like again, the last time, and you when you came on my show, you're like, Scott, fucking, you embarrassed me, this and that. Like, you're fucking done. Like, why are you even talking about him?
Yeah, it was upsetting because he was how do you say like he was talking to me and like he was chill for a minute, like, and understood, but then whenever you were going live and talking about all this stuff, apparently he was uploading videos. Now, I personally have not listened to them, so I can't hold him to the fucking cross on that. I don't even know what he said. I don't. From that day when I was with my father, I have
It's convenient because he can say things, then delete the videos talking shit about you. But I'm the one with the permanent memory, and I do know these things. Plus, I've got the recordings. Again, like when I did my last stream, well, not my last stream, but the one prior or two, he was talking a lot of shit about you, and I fucking reviewed it.
Yeah, well, you know what? What's new, right? This stuff is fucking hilarious to me, and that's why it's gotten to the point where, like I was saying, like I had a talk with him yesterday, and we went over a few things before I ended that conversation, because I don't know what he said the other day whenever I talked to you, and I was really pissed off because I was having a phenomenal day with my father, and which I don't get a lot of chance to. He's already back in Moldova, so what the fuck, I was very angry, but it is what it is, and he understood it. It still ended up being a good day. That I'm happy of. It didn't end on a bad day. Nobody ruined my shit. It went back to being a good day. So there's that portion, and then also us talking yesterday. So I'm just not gonna talk shit. I just, let's just start throwing hands.
Oh, so it's the same as what you told me, which is like, oh, he says he's leaving YouTube, and even if you do make a video addressing what he said in his video, he's not going to say shit. What happened when I did my stream? He immediately, I'm not even done through his fucking video, he immediately started making videos about me because I'm reviewing his shit. So, like, but then he made you look like shit, and you called into my show, and you were fucking mad, and yet now you talk to him?
No, not talk to him like, hey man, give me a hug. You know, like you seem
I
like a
never said
sweetheart.
that. The fact is he's not blocked. I
It's
think that speaks volumes.
no, I unblocked. I unblocked and I went to him. And hey,
Why?
I know he's listening to your stream right now. I know he is.
Of course he is.
So he
I got 27
definitely,
years.
yeah, you know he's, beady eyes on this shit, ears open. He's listening. So he's more than welcome to upload videos and say this, that, and the other or whatever. That's fine. Because I told him, I said, as a matter of fact, the way I started out my conversation with him yesterday, I was like, man, I don't know. I said something along the lines of like, your hands ain't right. Like you're just doing it all wrong. You got to stop. Like if you want to be like tough and be like a fighter or whatever, like you have to really practice and have somebody to help you out. And then naturally he got upset about that. He's like, oh, well, people tell me that I hit real fucking hard and, I can do this. I'm like, okay, well, that's fine. I was like, I'm just saying, like, you need a lot of work because you're not hitting and moving right.
Why, again, why are you even talking to this guy?
I'm not done yet. This wasn't like me hitting him up and be like, hey, so anyways, by the way, aside of your boxing that you're doing online, how's the family? Did you have a good dinner? Like, no. I told him, I was like, I'm done with this shit. I'm still pissed off because he made me look like an idiot. He wins on that. I had to say, no, I didn't have to say, but I did because I'm a man. I'm not a bitch. When you told me, tell me, Danny, tell me right now that was I right or was I not right? Tell me. I could have been like, you know what? Fuck you, Dave. Shut the fuck up. You're not going to make me do that like some kind of child or some shit. Like, no, I did it because I was like, you're right. You warned me and you're right. So I have to admit it. There it is, I have no shame, but at the same time, shame. Does that make any fucking sense? Like, I don't know. Like, I thought better of it, but whatever. And it's come to the point now where he says he's not going to say anything anymore. He's not going to do anything anymore. And then I hear from people that he's still doing stuff. And it's like, okay, you can never walk away. You can never do any of these things. I had a huge talk with him. I had to talk about the Onyx thing. I said, I'm sorry. I found it, like you can say that's weird. He says it's a dentist appointment. I said, no, man, it comes up as Onyx. Nothing about teeth, and I can show you exactly what I looked up and how it works out. Like I can, screen record. This has nothing to do with teeth. So a lot of things or whatever, but I just told him like, from now on, like I don't want to argue. Like we'll just make a tier, And long story short, like he kind of was like saying things like how that last video you were playing that says like that. You hate me, you use me, and all this shit, and I tell him like, what are you fucking talking about? Like there's a lot of us that are actual friends. Like you're just trying to put a divide in shit. Like that's the same way as fucking Neck Bone Stone. He fucking can't stand that there's certain people of us that fucking rock like real hardcore and could potentially fuck him over with other people as well. They want to put a fucking wedge in between.
Sorry, Danny. Like, stop. Like, fuck him over. Like, why are you talking to him? You could have fucked him over. Why do you, relent and allow him to get away with this shit? I mean, like, to talk to him, to fucking even deal with him, like, you deal with
Dave,
Scott in a harsh manner.
Yes. Okay. First of all, I know that, and I can tell you right now, we already talked about it. I said, no, we're going to go ahead and do this. We're going to do the hands thing. Let's get that out the way. I'm not going to argue with you back and forth. Let's just the hands out the way, get beat up, and then you go to the next person where you feel like maybe you can get them because he's not going to get me. The way it started was me just telling him like, no, man, I'm sorry, but you throwing hands on camera, it's not working, bro. And I'm not trying to be a dick and like making him more riled up again. Like, what the fuck? Because I'm sure, I don't know. He might be flipping tables in his fucking apartment right now. I don't know. That's not my deal right now. It's just the fact that people say this shit and think that I'm going back and forth, and then you've got that fucking puss basket in there in your chat, Tony, who's that's a goddamn shit show. Like, honestly, really, I'd break bread with fucking Scott now than fucking Tony. I realize that big time now. This dude went from I'm rich to I'm poor to hey, I can fucking do a roundhouse kick that'll knock your jaw off to why is everybody picking on me? I'm in a wheelchair to hey, I need money because I can't afford a fucking steak salad or my internet bill to oh, I travel the world with like these people 13 yards to the windshield or whatever. Like he's got all this shit. Like this dude is just 24/7 in his fucking room, ricket strewn, cold, damp, dirty, nasty, sucking on dicks of people that have been to prison. Like he has nothing to do with that. All these things, like, they just pile up, and now it's just like I'm not even gonna talk shit about it anymore because we all know what it is. We all know what it is. And it's
No,
fucking
people don't
super
know
bullshit.
what it is. People don't know what it is. They still don't get it.
Well, you are right on that. There are some people that don't, but that's what we have Devious Dave Rose for, because you are able to dissect and put things into perspective very well, so people can sit back and think like, like even me, you've done it for me. Like you've enlightened me. I'm like, I don't know about this, and then whenever I hear you talk about shit, whether it be on stream or whenever you and I talk just one-on-one, I'm like, yeah, do I not tell you, yeah, you're right, Dave. Yep, no, yeah, you're right. You're right. You're right. I've said it to you a million times. Do I not?
Yeah.
Exactly. I've said it to you a million times. I'm like, you're right.
Yeah, but then
You're right.
then again, you don't have Scott blocked, and you continue to converse with him.
Scott is blocked.
Like dude, why? You cut him off like I did, and you say no, I'm not dealing with this guy no more. I mean, to even converse with the guy like he's human, he's not human. He's an organic portal that is inhabited by evil demons.
Okay, I understand this, but the end of the story, what I was trying to get to is that, yeah, no, he's blocked, because I'm not going to just sit there and argue back and forth with him and all that stuff. Like, let the guy, work, and he is going to the gym. He's putting videos out. He's punching the bag.
I'm going to say, and yet like, Danny still
okay,
talks
go
to
ahead,
the guy.
do your
and
thing,
who cares
man.
about him going?
That's great.
The fucking gym.
You're doing something constructive, and
Danny,
you still
who cares if he's going to the fucking gym? Who cares?
Well,
still saying shit. Oh, I'm living a better life, but I can't stand the fact that I'm not allowed in these communities. I'm going to make videos about you. I don't give a fuck if he's eating fucking food that's organically made. I don't give a fuck. He continues to do his shit.
I understand why you say that. Believe me, I get it. But it was just for me to say something to him quick, and then back and forth. Like, hey, no more shit.
I'm blocked.
Gonna make it to here. Let's just go down the list, and all I want to do is throw hands. I don't want to talk shit no more. And literally, like, he can tell you that's exactly what it was. He wasn't asking me, how my day was. How's
it doesn't
the weather?
matter. You're fucking. You don't want to throw hands down anymore, but you're talking to him. That should have been evident with you being able to make your own fucking videos on your own channel. I'm not talking to Scott. But you're still talking to Scott.
Oh, he had me down for like 2 weeks. I just got it back. I posted something yesterday, but then I was like, well, you know what? I don't want to get taken down again. So I kept it up.
No, see, you're obfuscating the situation. The fact is, he's still unblocked on your fucking Skype. You're still conversing with him.
Hey, open your ears for a fucking second. I told you many times ago, like maybe starting 15 minutes ago, I told you he's blocked. He's not.
You unblocked him to. But
I
you
talked to
unblocked
him
him to fucking communicate with him.
We're not.
You can't
we're
just
not-
fucking make a video to address this shit and not unblock him. Why was he unblocked even temporarily? Why? Because you wanted to make a retort? You could have done that on your own fucking videos. You certainly have been attacking him with your fucking videos, which is, I think, justified. But the fact is, you did it, and you didn't need to unblock him. So why do you unblock him just to fucking communicate with him? You should not be communicating with him. Simple. Especially after what he said, after what he's done, and what you said you plan to do.
David, listen. What happened to me last time when I did that? My shit got taken down. I've been out of pocket for 2 weeks. I couldn't put anything up. It wasn't until yesterday where I could, when it finally allowed me to. So I was like, I'll say something, like without posting anything, because then I don't have to get fucked over again. Because
what? Okay, so explain to me, what am I doing differently that I can't fucking be taken down? What the fuck, with all the shit that I've said on my channel, what the fuck am I doing that makes me able to continue to not be struck, not be taken down? I've been struck.
Bro, you know what? That's a fucking fantastic question, because I don't know what you're doing that's like...
Well, then maybe you want to start listening to me. And maybe a lot of people out there want to start listening to me, because I'm still fucking here.
Pay homage to the man. Woo! I love it.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that wraps it up. We hope you have it.
Are you there, Danny?
Damn it, yeah. I'm sorry. It's storming like crazy over here, so we lost signal for a second. But what I was saying is like, yeah, like, fuck, like, you were able to stay up. I wasn't. I was taken the fuck out. I couldn't post anything. But now I'm free and clear, so whatever. But it just comes down to the fact now that I'm just like, like, fuck all the bullshit. Like, I'll say whatever, I'll do whatever, and let people know that that's what time it is. And I'm just going to leave it at that, because I don't want the arguing and the bullshit and all that stuff anymore. It's really not my cup of tea.
Is your memory so short that you don't think that Scott's going to attack you, like, for even being on my show? I haven't checked Scott's channel, but, I mean, I wouldn't doubt that he's fucking reviewing this and, like, oh, well, Danny decided to call in, and, like, even though he's, like, not accepting what Dave Rose says, he's certainly allied with him. Like, and...
Yeah. Like I said earlier, I know for a fact that he's watching, listening, or even if for some crazy reason he's not able to right now, he's on standby for when he can to listen to it. That's for sure. And I do wholeheartedly feel that he's going to go crazy about it. And it's just like, man, this is not what I'm trying to do, bro. Like, we just already agreed to a hands thing.
You went to the cops. You went to the cops. You went to attorneys and shit. You filmed this shit. That's not what you're trying to do. That was exactly what you're trying to do. So why are you now shifting fucking paradigms?
No, that still stays the same. Everything that I've done, I mean, that still stays the same for my own protection and anybody else. That's why I said yesterday too, I'm still going to continue to do what I have to do in the event that people come down.
But you're talking with Scott, though.
I'm not talking with Scott. You make it sound like we're like...
You have him unblocked. You contacted him.
Like, hey, Scott, you want to go fishing? Like, what the fuck? I literally hit him up, and he can tell you this. I hit him up, and the first thing I said was, just stop with the hands thing. You need work. You need work. Like, you're
one
not
in the
doing
chat
it
if
right.
you agree with me. Type 2 in the chat if you agree with Danny.
Going to beat anybody up. I don't know who's training you, or if you're just doing it yourself. You're just not going to hurt anybody with the way you're doing your shit. And he got mad at me. with every right, you know, like he got mad. He's like, "Fuck you," you know. I've been told that I can hit hard as fuck, like I can be a
He
heavyweight
has no
contender,
right.
and all.
Hold
I'm
on.
like,
So
cool, okay.
now you're fucking. Again, this guy shifts from the interaction he's had with you in the past to, oh well, let's talk about fighting and efficiency and blah blah. Hold on, asshole. Didn't you just say you were gonna fucking ruin Danny's life? You're gonna go down. You're gonna fucking kill him. All that shit. And now you guys are talking about fucking fighting
Well,
strategies. Like,
whatever, but
dude,
he discussing
dude.
about efficient. That no, it wasn't like that. Like literally, he'll make a video, he'll talk about it, and you'll hear, and you're like, oh, okay. He will. We all know this. He will. As a matter of fact, please, Scott, please, like do it as soon as possible, so that way, um,
But you
you can
still
say
have them
exactly.
blocked, and then you'll converse with them.
I'm not.
You're
I
not
don't have
getting
him.
that.
I don't have him unblocked. He's blocked. He's blocked. He can't hit me up right now if he wanted to. I couldn't hit him up. He's blocked. It's
He'll
blocked.
make
It's been
comments on your videos. He'll fucking make reviews of your videos, of your comments. But he's blocked. But then you'll unblock him just to say a few things, discuss fucking fighting techniques, and
no,
then you'll block him again. Danny,
no.
Danny,
This
stop it.
no.
Stop it. Like, again, the
This
fact that
was
you even decided to unblock him, I've had him blocked for like, what, 2019, 4 years. Well, not fully 4 years. It'd be September, I guess, but or October. But dude, I've had this guy blocked. I unblocked him one time. I admit this. I unblocked him one time. Sent him fucking Tony's address. Again, I live up to what I've done, and then I blocked him again.
Yep.
So this whole thing that you're saying is just it's repulsive. To be quite honest, it's repugnant.
Yes, it sounds well. That's a that's a heavy word. I would say ludicrous a little bit before repulsive, but I mean, like I said, he can literally tell you everything. Well, not tell you like personally, but like he can make a video and say like, no, that is what happened. He talks shit. I talk shit back. We were in exchange of words, and we made an agreement. It's like, okay, you know what? No, it's just fight from now on. Like, just no more of this pansy bullshit. You know, like we'll just do it that way or whatever, and we can make a list and go down it. And let's see
Another
who can
one
get
that
through it.
folds
That was it.
so
That was
quickly.
it. He can't say anything else because also too, it's on Skype. Like this wasn't us talking on the phone. This was messages. So he can
You
prove
unblocked.
that. You know, I can prove that. But yeah, no, him and plenty others are blocked now or whatever. It's just I was hoping that he would just be like, okay, we can do that. We can throw hands and we'll stop. But if he's in fact still uploading videos or whatever, because I haven't been on YouTube at all. I just happened to come on tonight and saw that you were live. So I'm like, all right, I'll go through there and say what's up to my homie. But I didn't know that anything potentially was still going on, you know, with him and saying stuff, because that just goes completely against his word of, I want to be a child of God, and you know, like everybody's got a reason to be here on the.
You said that when you called into my last show where he embarrassed you because during the clips that I was reviewing, he was saying that fuck it, despite what I agreed with Danny, I'm gonna start attacking people. So you don't have a leg to stand on.
I was on the phone with that. If I would have known, I would have got way more pissed, because I told you when we were talking, I was like, because you said like,
dude,
well,
you
as
called into
we're
my
speaking,
show and you were fucking pissed off. You were made to look like an idiot.
super.
And because you fucking decided to fucking talk to Scott. Again, it's on my fucking show.
Yeah, I know. But I told you when we were talking, when I called in, he said, yeah, he's actually uploading videos right now as we speak. I haven't been able to cover them, but he's uploading them. And I'm like, oh no. We were both like, is it good? Is it bad? Like, fuck, you know, that's where we were until I got off. I mean, run the show back, bro. That's where we were. Because if you would have told me like, oh, he's uploading this and he said this about you, he said that about you, he wants to fucking, chop your head off, he wants to smash your face in, I would have been way more fucking angry and been talking a lot of shit.
He'd already made statements similar to that prior. And again, I can't be fucking reviewing shit and running a show at the same time. I can only do so much. But this has been a long time coming, Danny. You can't fucking just ignore the fact that fucking Scott has threatened your physical well-being multiple times in the past. So you excuse it and again, unblocking him, discussing whatever. Oh, like, bro, like, MMA. What the fuck are you doing talking to Scott? What the fuck are you doing talking to Scott? Simple question, fucking Danny. Like, what the fuck? What are you doing? Why you unblock him? Oh, I'm going to have just a little conversation, then I'll block you again. Why'd you unblock him in the first place? This guy is fucking cancer. This guy is fucking cancer, and you still associate with him? Even briefly?
No, you're not even understanding. You're not even listening to what I told you, Dave. Listen. This is, first of all, it's not excused. I understand what he's said before. I understand what he's fucking done before. I understand all of that. I told you, I went out to be an asshole. Me, I did. I was just being an asshole just to fucking get under his skin, which was very petty and fucking juvenile of me to do. Because I unblocked him just to say, you're not working your hands right. You don't know how to punch. You need to figure your shit out because I don't know who you think you're going to fucking hurt, but you're not going to be able to do it. That's the only reason. That's the only reason. And he can tell you that. I didn't unblock him and be like, hey, Scott, what's up, bud? You feeling better?
You discussed MMA. You discussed MMA. What the fuck?
We didn't discuss MMA. We didn't at all.
You talked about this.
Give any tips, nothing. I said, you're doing it wrong. Like, you really need to find somebody that's going to help you out. And that's why he told me in return, well, no, my friend told me, and I swear to God, my friend is a Muay Thai guy, and he told me that I could be a heavyweight fighter, and I hit really hard. I'm like, okay, cool, that's great.
If you weren't fucking, if you didn't have it unblocked, you wouldn't have fucking heard that shit.
Well, I don't know. I guess I went out. It was wrong of me to go out of my way yesterday and do that to him. I shouldn't have done that to him. I shouldn't have fucking put that in his head and been a fucking dick. I shouldn't have fucking unblocked him just to say that. I'm in the wrong for that. You're right. You're right. I give that to you again. Absolutely. But that's what it was. I mean, it wasn't a conversation for us to link up and be like, okay, it's me and Scott against the world. No, because I know in my heart, and he's shown it for years and years and years, that it doesn't matter. Even if you try to be nice, even if you want to try to find something good in your heart and be like, you know what, I forgive and I forget, which we've all done, lots of us, he'll still at some point or another come back on you. I can't trust it anymore. So therefore, I can't give him that. There's no reason for me to go to him and be like, I really believe you this time. He made me look like an idiot. I had to fucking admit. Actually, I didn't have to, but out of respect for you, I did admit that day when I was with my father, I said, yeah, you're right. You're right. You're right, and I'm wrong. That was hard. I don't like to do that kind of fucking shit. I will man up to my shit, but it doesn't mean that I fucking enjoy it. I'd rather be like, fuck you, no, I ain't wrong, and argue it, but I can't. Because then I would look like a fucking moron. You were right. I was wrong. I had to admit it like a man. So we see how it works. That is what it is. I could never trust the guy because if I turn my back, he'll put a knife in it. You know, like I get it. I understand. You know, and it's unfortunate. It's unfortunate. You know. But it is the way it is, and I'm just really not going to worry about it because that's just one person out of a million that got issues. So whatever it is, you know, it's just that's where it lies. I don't give a fuck. But
I'll enjoy those continuous death threats that I'm sure that he will levy towards you.
Yeah, I know. I'm sure it'll keep coming wherever. Like,
Yeah,
hey,
it's perfectly fine. Yeah, let's just allow this guy to fucking continue this shit. Meanwhile, Dave
No.
Rose is fucking the voice in the wilderness. Hey, people, let's just do this. No, nobody's listening. You know, I'm sure I can fix Scott. I can fucking deal with him. Sorry, people. I'm proven it correct multiple times, but yeah, let's keep trying to negotiate with Scott. And I keep telling people because Mars Mira is the one that fucking coined this statement. Scott doesn't want friends; he wants hostages. So you have to deal with a hostage situation.
Yeah, I remember you saying that before. Actually, said that a few times before, and it makes sense. Absolutely. It's just there's no, like, I understand on my end. Like, yeah, there's no. Hey, you know, it's too bad that people can't shake hands and be done with it. It's just Scott is going to be a one-way track, man. There's a fucking song by what's it called? It doesn't matter. Anyways, Night Train by fucking Guns N' Roses, man. Like, he's just on a night train, bro. Like, there's no turning back. He doesn't give a fuck. So, okay, whatever. I'm not going to try to go out of my way to try to help him or fix him or anything because he doesn't want to help or fix himself. Although he claims that he is. He claims it. And maybe really in the back of his mind, maybe he really is trying to, but he just can't do it. Like, we're going to hear, there's going to be so much shit, bro, that you're not even going to be able to catch up until, like, 3 months from now, from this talk we're having right now with Scott, because it jammed up with so much shit to cover. So, you know, it's just this is where we are, and now I don't want to even talk about it anymore. I don't want to be a part of the drama stuff, whatever, because I'd rather just handle it physically than talk about the bullshit. And
you're living in a lie because you're gonna just draw yourself back in. Nobody's going to draw you into it. You're gonna draw yourself back in. Something that Scott says, you're gonna pop on my show, Ken's show, or somebody else's show because Scott decided to say something about you, or you might make a fucking video on your own channel.
Nope. I won't do it. People can try to bait me. People can try to do this, that, and the other. I made my final statement the day that I talked to you when I was with my dad, and then the next day, whenever I messaged back and forth with him for a minute. It's done. Like,
speaking of scumbags,
so it's
we got the reviled from Revere.
Oh yeah,
we've got the Pinocchio and the man who wishes to be full human, Tony from Revere, here to probably refute what Danny is saying. So I'm going to mute myself, and you guys can have at her. Enjoy, audience.
Right on, bro. I just want to say thank you for taking my call, Mr. Dave. Appreciate you. Hope you had a pleasant birthday. Hope all that is going well. My birthday is tomorrow, so we will be having a birthday celebration.
Oh,
yes,
tomorrow.
indubitably.
Tomorrow is the date of your birthday. Now you've doxed yourself, and Scott is probably like licking his lips and like.
Well, it's not the date; it's the day we're celebrating.
Okay.
It's the day we're celebrating.
Well, that's why I choose to celebrate on the 1st because I am the April Fool after all. But yes. You know, you have to watch out for people like Scunty and others who are like, oh my God, I know his birth date, man, and I'm gonna stalk him on.
Yeah, I figured Friday is a good day to celebrate it.
It's not just Good Friday; it's great.
Yes. Well, thank you, Bullsy, for the birthday wishes. I appreciate it. I just wanted to know really one thing from you, Danny, because this is really what it just seems like.
Okay.
Like, honestly, it just seems like behind the scenes you try to talk to Scott and like have chit chat with him, and then you come on these streams and you're like, Scott, oh damn, Scott, you're such an idiot, bro. Like, this is what we see from Scott and it's like you
hard to argue.
You're all over the place, bro.
Okay, well, I can answer that. And this time, actually, as a matter of fact, like, this is going to be the very first time that I'm not going to, like, holler and all that shit to you, Tony. Like, I'm going to talk normal.
You can do whatever you want, bro. I mean, you're on the fence here, not me.
I'm not on the fence, but I'm going to talk.
You clearly are on the fence, bro. You're swallowing hard and everything. We all hear it, bro.
So, anyways, yeah, I definitely have fucking talked to Scott, and it's not been anything like he and I are buddy.
Bro, you still had a
No,
conversation with
that
him.
statement
You're not-
ends. That
you're
statement
moving the
ends on its own,
goalpost.
guys. That
Not
statement.
moving
Ends, you talk to Scott. Period. That
But
statement.
he puts stuff and he shows things in chats. So what's that about? I mean, like, if you want to go that route, I mean, why do you still talk to him?
What are you talking about? Well, I don't speak to him.
Well, I would beg to differ when it comes to Scott, because he puts shit out, and I've seen stuff about.
Okay,
you.
I don't have conversations with him, dude. So you can try to say whatever you want, but I don't have conversations with him, bro. We don't talk about
I actually
MMA.
find this whole
That's
thing
for damn
fucking
sure.
hilarious.
So you're saying that Scott can manipulate Skype and make your face, your words, and all that just.
Bro, I haven't talked to Scott in a long time, bro.
That's
Long
fine.
time.
Yeah, but
He's
I'm just.
blocked, so I can't even tell you when the last time it is. But it's been more than a couple months, I'll tell you that. When's the last time you talked to Scott?
I think it was last week.
Yeah, exactly.
Yesterday.
So
Yesterday.
let's get back onto the right path here and stop trying to push the shit on me, bro. So what's the deal? What do you just talk to him on the side and then you come on these Dave streams and you're like, Scott's such an idiot, bro. You know, I just talked to him for 6 hours yesterday back and forth, but he's such an idiot, man. And just trying to help him, you know, get better in MMA and stuff. He's just so stupid. What is your deal?
Okay, so first of all,
are you lonely, bro?
First of all, it wasn't 6 hours. Second of all, I clearly said that I made a comment to him because I was like, wow, like, no, you don't know how to throw hands. Like, you want to be tough and all this stuff, and you want to put fear into people, I guess, of like, you want to fight and all that, but you really need to step your game up and get somebody that can train you because.
Yeah, let me teach you, Danny. Let Danny teach you. I'll teach you, Scott. Is that what you said?
Nope, not at all. Nope, not at all. And Scott will say that. No, you're twisting. Don't talk about moving goalposts if you're going to come on here and say that I called him and was like, Scott, I see that you're not doing good.
Bro, I don't know what the fuck you do on your
Dude, you
spare time,
unblocked
it seems
him
like-
and then you blocked him
unblocked
again.
him
Like,
as a whole
why
point,
would you
bro.
even unblock him?
That's like see now I made a comment on Scott's I made a comment on one of Scott's videos like a couple days ago, or maybe it was a week ago or 2 weeks ago. I can't even exactly remember, but it was a public post. I think it was it was a couple days ago on the Carlos thing. That whole thing that me and Carlos completely worked Scott years ago, and he fell for it. And he put out that Carlos thing, and I was like, bro, you got worked over. Maybe you were jealous from the $100 bomb. And I didn't answer back. I didn't even see what he wrote. Don't even care what he wrote. But that's not going on Skype and taking the time to unblock someone and then block them again. What are you trying to do? Block him? Like, I don't understand that, dude. You unblock him and you write something, and then you block him again so you don't see his response.
That actually, to be quite honest, that's Scott level shit. Scott's done that shit. He's like fucking unblocked somebody, sent them a message, like he's actually filmed the shit, and then he fucking blocks them again. It's just like
blocks him again. It's like, what the fuck, dude?
No, Tony, no. I let him say everything he wanted to say, put everything out, so that nothing.
So you had a conversation with him.
That doesn't mean conversation. I just said that I let him put out what he wanted to say.
So you responded to him and he responded back. That's not a conversation.
No.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
At the end, nope. It's done. He could say whatever he wanted, and like, go ahead, say things. I can see it, I can read it, and then when he was done, I gave it a little bit.
Responded
no more from him. Then I blocked. No response. You can't make that up, literally.
Oh God, bro, this is hilarious, dude.
Like, it's not.
This is some good comedy, guys.
Whenever you want to try to make things up, like how you did about your fucking girl's grandma breaking her neck and dying and crying.
There we go. Look, this shows you the triggered level that he's on. He has to completely bring up something that's not even on the topic. It figures. It figures someone like you would do that, Daniel.
Because it's the truth.
Bad, Daniel.
It's the truth. You whimpered and you cried one day because Dave said you follow my caboose because you do after everybody to get fucking
whatever you want to say, Dan.
Get somewhere.
This is the exposure on you, bro. So stop trying to flip the goalpost.
At you whenever you yelled at Dave. And then the second thing was you whimpering and crying.
Danny had conversations with Scott. Danny had conversations with Scott, and then he blocks him, and then he unblocks him. That's kind of weird.
Tony, we're in our 30s. We don't.
It's kind of weird if you ask me. Yeah, we're in our 30s. We don't try to put someone down about a death in their family. We don't do that, bro. We're actually mature men. We don't need to go that low like you do.
My grandparents died peacefully, but I would never go online and tell my people that my grandma or my fucking tripped over one of my fucking rabbits or whatever the fuck you had, guinea pig, and broke her neck.
Oh, yeah, that's exactly what I said. Yeah. She tripped over a dildo and broke her neck. You're an idiot, bro.
We're in our 30s. I don't know.
You're a fucking idiot, dude.
Okay.
Go talk to Scott some more. Go have some more conversations. Maybe you'll unblock him tonight when you get that drunk, and then you'll say something else, and then you'll block him again. You'll be like, I didn't talk to him. Nope. I just can't resist talking to Scott because I'm obsessed with him.
That'll be what I'm going to go ahead and do. So maybe tonight we'll get a video from...
You will, because you're a lonely little boy. Lonely little drunk that talks to Scott because you're obsessed with him.
Her neck.
And that's sad and sick. And he's laughing at you right now going, this is beautiful. He's actually laughing at you, bro.
Matter of fact,
that's crazy when Scott can have the upper hand. He's winning right now. He's winning tonight. With you, he's definitely winning.
Not winning against me. That's
no, not against you, Dave, but against Danny, he's... Forget about
it. I gotta agree again, Danny. I keep going back to the whole idea as to why would you unblock him just to send a message, like supposedly, but you stayed long enough to have a conversation with the guy? Like,
you didn't have a conversation with him, Dave. It wasn't a conversation. I just stayed around long enough to see what he wrote and then responded back to him, and then I blocked him. It wasn't a conversation.
No, hold on. Shut up. The point really is talking about MMA. It's not about like, oh, fuck you. No, fuck you. No, you piece of shit. No, it's like, oh, by the way, your form is kind of weak there, Skunt. I know that you're fucking overweight and you got difficulty breathing. Exactly. Thank you, audience. But you know what? Let's talk about your form with MMA. Like, Danny, what the fuck, dude? Seriously, what the fuck?
I was shit talking. Isn't that what we all do? He got mad at me for that because I was shit talking. I didn't say it nicely. I was shit talking. He was like, fuck you. I fucking know that I'm sorry. These blah, blah, blah told me I fucking hit so fucking hard that I could have been a heavyweight contender, blah, blah, blah. He got mad at me. I didn't say it nicely or anything. I talked shit.
Yeah, but why even be in that situation? That's the thing, though, is just like, what you've dealt with in the past, and you've got like angry at this guy fucking saying this shit, fucking threatening you and all that stuff, and you've taken legal action. It's just like, why are you fucking putting yourself back into this? By the way, ladies and gentlemen, we've got a donation from the one and only It's Bullsy, who says, to be fair, since to help this conversation out, the question Tony and Dave were asking is, quote, what is changing your mind to talk in DMs with Scott, end quote.
Yeah.
I don't care if you talk to Scott, but thought I would help the understanding. Remember, he is autistic, so some of his comments...
No, I get what he's saying. He's saying this. He's saying, dude, it's cool if you want to talk to Scott, bro, but just be about it. Take accountability. You come on here and you slam him with Dave, and then you're talking to him the night before. Just be honest about it, bro. Say you enjoy talking to the guy. You're obsessed with him. You have a strange fetish, and you're a fanboy. Just say it.
Okay, we'll go ahead and just forget about that nonsense that you said end, but I have clearly said, Tony, for a million times now that whenever I hit him up, I was being a smart ass and trying to piss him off. I was talking shit about his hands. That's what it was. But nobody is still yet to address that that's what happened. That's why I said Scott can even make a video and say, like, that is what happened. The motherfucker was talking shit to me. He was fucking running his mouth, and I got mad. But you guys are still continuing to say that, like, I hit him up, and I'm like, hey, man, everything going on?
It's not about what you said. It's about the action. It's about the intent.
So what's wrong with the intent? Tony, if I fucking called you, if I unblocked you and I called you and you answered, and you're like, yeah, what's up? And I'm like, Tony, I don't think you can do shit when it comes to fucking karate. I don't think you can do nothing. Would
well,
you?
If you had a court case against me and were suing me, I probably wouldn't answer the phone. Second of all, I would ask why you're trying to call me when you actively have like this whole court case and lawyers against me and all this stuff, and you're trying to communicate with me. The first rule that an attorney tells you is cut all communications off with the party that you're trying to have an issue with. You cut all communications off. So right there, it just tells me you don't have an active court case. You don't got shit.
Oh, yes, I do. Oh, yes, I do. And Scott also has fucking videos.
Oh, yes, I do. Oh, yes, I do. Oh, yes, I do. That's a big lie right there.
Okay, so what, you think Scott's going to lie for me? And say, like...
Bro, if you had an active court case, you would cease all communications with the parties involved. Period. End of story.
And I asked you or told you the same thing that I did to Scott. And then I went on Dave's. Would you come on to Dave's and be like, oh, no, he was being a sweetheart.
I don't know what the fuck you're talking
He
about.
wanted to be my best friend. Or would you be like, no, fuck that motherfucker. He was talking shit. What would you do?
Bro, if I had a court case against you, I wouldn't speak to you.
You're going past what I'm talking about. If you came
No, that's the issue, dude.
Tables are turned. You would not sit here and stick up for me and be like, oh, yeah, no, Danny was nice. He was cool with me. Like, we're cool. No, you'd be like, no, that fucking asshole called me. And he was saying this shit about, like, oh, I can't throw my hands. I can't do this or whatever. He was starting shit and getting me riled up. You wouldn't. You would. So don't try to fucking go into depth on court cases and this, that, and the third. You know you wouldn't stick up for me if you were on this show right now if it was me that had fucking told you that instead of Scott. No way.
I have no idea what the fuck you're talking about, dude. I actually have no idea.
Stop smoking
what
and
the
you'll
fuck
understand.
You're sticking up for him if I called you in this. What? Dude, makes sense.
Everybody's hearing you also to speak, by the way. That's not what I said at all. You're way off. Bro, tone it down. Tone it down. You don't need that much marijuana to get you over your fucking weaknesses. Chill and think about what the fuck I'm saying. Open your fucking...
Listen, I've stopped that a couple minutes ago when you stopped making sense.
What did I do?
Okay. What's going on?
I don't know. Maybe Danny fell asleep.
Nope. I'm just not going to go back and forth with the childish shit. I'm talking real.
Dude, you have to speak. You have to prove what you're doing. I don't have to say shit.
What do I have to prove?
We're waiting on you. You still haven't answered anything. You keep making up these excuses and talking ragtime, dude. Nobody knows what you're talking about, bro. Nobody.
Everything that Dave has said, number one. Number two,
holy
you
shit.
are the last person to say anything to anybody about proving shit. You are the most compulsive liar in this community. It is disgusting, and everybody clowns you. This is why you jump from this place to that place and get kicked the fuck out, because your lies are disgusting.
Yes, Danny. That's why I have my own community with 1,000 subscribers.
You don't have your
indubitably, Danny.
You
Indubitably. Right.
And you can't.
I guess Dave, we're all set. He's not answering questions. There's nothing I can get out of him. He's just moving the goalpost and looking dumb. So nobody has any idea from Jacob RP in the chat to anything about what the fuck you're talking about. Neither do I. You seem like you're too obliterated to even make any sort of sense. So, Dave, good luck, brother. I just wanted to know why Danny, comes on here and is buddy with you, and then trashes Scott, and then he's talking to Scott about MMA shit on the side the night before. Don't understand it. Super drunk. Dave, thank you for the time, brother. I appreciate it as always. You have a good night, Dave. God bless. Stay high. Stay stony. And Danny,
go
find your rumorish. Rumorish.
Go break your neck.
Okay. Looks like Tony left the chat, but Vikings fan is calling in again. We just tried to add him. Let's see. There we go. He's connected. The Vikings. Tony just dropped out. I'm sure you were calling in to shit on him.
I was about to say, as always, that disgusting fucker up in here, but now he ran away.
Well, he ended.
Whenever you
called in right after.
He's going to fucking duck and dodge it and do childish shit and try to talk over you and do stuff like, like it's horrible. It's disgusting. It's fucking cringe. It's awkward. It's just as cringe whenever he said that he was going to fight that guy Allen by putting glue on his hand and they're going to fight.
Tony, get your fucking crippled ass back in here, Tony, so I can slap you around, bitch.
He doesn't prove anything. He's a fucking liar. He never traveled and made money. He lives off of his girl and his fucking now dead ass Gam that he lied about and said broke her neck. He says he fucking needs money for fucking salads. The next minute he says he's rich as fuck and he's got a ring on his finger that's worth $20,000.
The only salads he fucking does is he fucking tosses dudes fucking salads.
That's all
he does. Motherfucking man. There's billions. It's the same broken record. The same fucking broken record with this motherfucker. He's super tough and he's ready to throw hands. The next minute he's like, "Why is everybody picking on me? I'm the crippled dude that's in a wheelchair." Like, what is it? You are so he's sloppier than a fucking soup sandwich. The dude doesn't know what the fuck he's at. You know what else was just absolutely one of the most fucking disgusting things he said was how he built a community with 1,000 subscribers that he has. That fucker stole every single subscriber he got. He didn't build fucking jack shit. He didn't build shit.
And he fucking cried. That was the night that he was like, "Is it fun for you?" And his girl had to scream at him, tell him to shut up. And then he was just sitting there live still with the camera on, hanging his head, sloped over, looking like a bitch. Because Dave simply said like, you want to sit here and ride on my fucking caboose, which was true. And it fucking made him fruit out because he can't get anywhere on his own. And it's not just Dave. He's done it to Ken. He's done it to Joe. He's done it to any and everywhere he can go to get people to talk shit and tag people so people will come over. It doesn't take a rocket science to figure.
Tony thinks he's gonna fight somebody. Meanwhile, he's a fucking disabled idiot.
Dude,
like, what the fuck?
Anything, he's got like fucking shock wires like 100 yards around his fucking little thing that his girl's family owns, the fucking unit or whatever. If you cross it, cops are going to be there before you get to his house. He ain't fighting nobody.
And you know what else? He fucking lied about his grandma dying. Told everybody a fucking shit story.
Trying to go past that and say shit to me because he didn't want to touch on that subject. It's a tough subject to touch on. I would never, ever in my fucking life, out of all my family that I love so much that are here and those that are dead and gone, I would never make up something so fucking heinous and say, oh, they tripped over something because of trolls, because of you motherfuckers on YouTube, and my grandma's neck snapped and she's dead.
And he fucking built that community from fucking that prison community over there fucking sucking cock. That's fucking the rest of how he got the rest of
Like,
his
he has
subscribers.
I bet you that dude doesn't even have a ticket for jaywalking, let alone he's hanging out with dudes that have fucking done time, man, that have done, like, they're felons and shit. Like, what is he doing over there? Is he sexually attracted to guys that
Nah.
do?
Tony goes around. Tony goes around, and he picks and chooses communities, and he tries to go after top people. Hence, like Joe Cronin. Hence, like Ken. Fucking that one guy in the prison community. The top guy has I think 300 and some thousand subs. That's what Tony's MO is. He's a fucking.
Oh yeah,
he's a fucking bitch. That tries to, go around and ride off of everybody. He's trying to ride off the drunken peasants. I mean, it goes on and fucking on and on of the motherfuckers of where he's just went around YouTube, dude. This guy's literally went around YouTube and tried to fucking get the attention of everybody. I'm surprised he hasn't won at Keemstar yet. Like, trying to get his attention. I can see it's just going to be a matter of time before Tony will go at Keemstar. And it'll be funny because Keemstar will fucking demolish him.
I don't know if
you don't understand. Let him go after somebody like that.
Get into the surprise.
Tony will get devoured and destroyed.
If I keep
and
letting
eaten
people
up
on,
like he's never fucking seen in his life. If he keeps fucking pulling the shit that he's pulling. That's all I know.
Well, you're speaking facts, and those are people that are like really, really A-class fucking drama. He wouldn't be able to hang. He wouldn't take a foot in the doorway. You know what I'm saying? So that's just whatever. But this whole thing about Tony, anyways. Like, he just jumped in to try to have a voice and be a little fucking weirdo, 5'4" cripple with all his fucking lies. It's fucking weird. Disgusting.
He's a fucking little chihuahua that ain't got no bite. That's all he is. He's just a little chihuahua, little ankle biter. Fuck him.
Yeah, no, I know that.
Fuck Scott. These fuckers that sit and talk fucking the game, and they don't do shit, man. They're not entertaining. They're boring. They're fucking retarded. They're fucking stupid. They're certifiably insane. I mean, there's a lot of other fucking things I can say too, but it's obvious when you look at it from the outside looking in, you can see that these fuckers, they have the same common traits, man. You know what I mean, Dave?
I understand where you're coming from.
Well, exactly, yeah, and I'm sure Danny does too. So it's like,
yeah, no, I know where you're coming from. I definitely understand what you're saying. That's full on facts. So, with that being said, I didn't come on here to argue with anybody. I didn't come on here to argue with Dave, even though I love Dave. He's my homie. I didn't come on here to argue with Neckbone. I didn't come on here to argue with anybody in the chat. Nothing like that. I just simply was saying that I wasn't going to do this shit anymore, and now it's just a different route. Like, I don't care. We can handle it smoke or let it be done. And nobody has gone anywhere when it comes to my attorney. I have my proof.
Tony has a small cock, and he has to confiscate for it on his live streams and in the chat constantly because he has a small cock. Small dick Tony. Now we know Tony got a little cock, ladies and gentlemen. That's why you gotta talk a big game, because you got a little pee-pee. Huh, Tony? You little bitch.
Yeah, there's gotta be a lot of fucking blood restriction when you sit in a chair all fucking day playing fucking video games while your girl is the one that works. And your girl's family is the one that takes care of you. So, when you're so dumb, it's fucking... this is a million about Tony. Like, that is one poor son of a bitch bastard that I might almost one day feel sorry for him, but as of right now, I just don't tell. Like, he deserves everything that he has, which is nothing. Zero. Absolutely zero. His 991 subscribers and his drama. And he's broke at his girl's house with his fake gam neck bone break. And the rest of the fuckers in the unit right there on Beach Street that take care of him. That's super fucking sad, bro. Oh my God, I could never live that way. And we all know it. It's fucking hilarious. None of us would trade our lives to fucking Tony. Oh, Jesus fucking Christ.
He's got a small shaved fucking pee-pee.
Anyways, that's all I gotta say about this. Jump off this bitch. I said what I had to say, and I don't give a fuck what anybody says. You know, it's smoke from here on out. I put a fucking message up yesterday before it got taken down, where that's just the route that I'm at. So if anybody against me, cool, be against me. If anybody understands what I'm saying, cool, thanks. I'm not asking for any hands out. I'm not asking for fucking nothing. Nothing. I don't have to fucking break you down to a science. I don't care. Like, if you're with me or not, and I'm not trying to start me, so it doesn't matter. You know, I've said what I said, and yeah, all I'd rather do is just settle things with hands. So with that being said, I'm going to get out this motherfucker, and I'm going to take a nice little siesta. So thank you very much for letting me on the call. Thank you, Dave. And shout out to Minnesota. Take care of yourself as well. And everybody be safe. Thank you. Goodbye.
Well, fuck, man.
I still got more to review. So.
All right. Well, if that little bitch comes back in here, I want to come back and light him up some more.
All right.
Fucking, hey, Tony, hopefully them sitting in that chair, you got your ass is all sore and you got sores on your ass from sitting in that chair, and fucking you're cross-eyed from staring at all them fucking screens, you fucking creep. All right. Peace out, Dave.
All right. There goes a Minnesota Vikings fan who is quite succinct with his words. So, but we get back to the review. So let's continue to listen to what Skunty is saying. Where is that? Hello. There we go.
That's the only reason you guys are even talking. You really both don't like each other. That is a fucking fact. I've seen you two go at each other before because you're both alcoholic.
Okay, I can't remember who he's referring to. I think it's me and Danny. So let's rewind a little bit. That's a lot, but whatever.
You can't stand me because I've exposed you, Danny, for what you are, time and time again. You and Dave are the biggest fucking liars on you.
I love it. Biggest fucking liars on YouTube. That's quite the accomplishment. There's a lot of big names on YouTube who lie. But apparently I'm the biggest, along with Danny.
That's the only reason you guys are even talking. You really both don't like each other.
You hear that, Danny? You just called in and had this conversation. Called you out on your bullshit, and yeah, we're still talking.
That is a fucking fact. I've seen you two go at each other before because you're both alcoholics, you're both delusional, and you're both pathological liars.
Oh, Skunty, you're so fucking retarded. It's hilarious. Oh, man. Also sounded very exasperated.
And the only fucking reason you're even together is because of me. You're all powerless pussies, dude. Powerless pussies who have to get together and gang stalk me.
Gang stalk him. Yeah, when we turn off the computer, we're seriously thinking about you. Meanwhile, you are about us. Hello, play.
Family and lie, and then you reassure each other of your own lies, saying it's got to be confirmation, right? We're all in agreement here, guys. We're not in a cult, though, that's obsessed with Scott and obsessed with lying about him, right? Right, guys? Right?
Ladies and gentlemen, certainly a call I did not expect, but, well, we have the one and only, the Great Wire.
Well, quick check-in. Stars did beat the Philadelphia Flyers, very popular team. But I heard Minnesota Vikings. I did hear Minnesota Vikings fan talk some shit earlier. And the Minnesota Wild will lose in the playoffs and all that. They'll lose every game. So get ready for that, Minnesota Vikings fan, Minnesota Wild fan, and Minnesota North Stars fan. And I'm going to have to rewind the show because I missed it all. I was at the game. So I'm going to have to – it's a treat for me to rewind and listen. And I guess all the stars were on.
Well, you know what's even better is listen live and then go back tomorrow to listen to what you missed. It will be delightful.
Yeah, I'm going to listen. I'm going to listen live. I'm going to watch the hockey highlights on
Oh, you
NHL
missed
channel.
Skunty call in. Sorry, not Skunty. So what am I saying?
Well, I was about to. Who called in?
Skunty was, obviously been addressing things, but Tony and Danny were at odds with a few things, talking about Skunty. And, it was quite the ordeal.
Well, I do support. I'm a Tony guy. I'm a Tony fan. He's an all-star. And I'm a Danny guy. I'm a Russia guy. So, I can't hate on him. 50-50. I love him both.
Huge replay value on the show.
Yes.
So when you go back and listen to how it started and how it progressed, I think you will be quite pleased.
The $100 offer is still out there to bring Scott on for a debate or interview. $100 offer. Someone can match that.
More than that.
Someone should match that with me. $100. Get Scott on. Talk about some hockey, a little Montreal Canadiens hockey, and but no, I'm gonna listen. We love you. We love your brothers. Shout out to Ken. Shout out to the Islanders. Wild card. Thank you, brother.
All right, there goes
late.
Wire.
Damn, it's late.
Hey, for you, the people. Yes. So. Let's continue with this video. We're only 2 minutes and 38 seconds in.
Wait until a jury fucking sees your group of people.
Wait until a jury sees your group of people. So convinced that you're going to get a jury trial, you stupid fuck? Stop watching so much CSI, you dumb fuck. You're convinced by the fantasy that Hollywood presents you, that this is the same treatment that you would receive. Are you this ignorant of the law? Of course you are, you stupid fuck. Of course you are.
You're fucking done. You don't got
You're done, and you don't got shit. No? Close to, more than 6 years worth of death threats and statements of intent. You don't got shit? Really? Well, that's what the Grand Tribunal certainly proved, that we do have shit. And there creates a character assessment that shows and bypasses all the bullshit research to show that, to prosecutors or psychologists, but that you've always been this psycho, Scott. But listen to the exasperation of the voice. Listen to how desperate he is to try to convince you of his story. Listen to his voice, and you will see this. Let's continue. I said, let's continue.
shit, Danny. All you got is delusions. I got you now, I got you, we say. No, you fucking don't, and you never will. And I'll be fucking damned if Danny Ricks is ever gonna fuck me in my life or fucking do anything. You're out of your fucking cocksucking mind. If Dave couldn't do it, and this whole community couldn't do it.
Well, hold on. What do you mean I couldn't do it? I'm a 3-time tracking champion. I fucking tracked you down. And then you got fucking freaked the fuck out. You weren't a fucking flagged. Okay, so Ken made the video. Okay, so rewind. Ken's doing Friday Night Fire. I'm part of that show. I show up with my background being what? Scott Street. Not his house. Not even in fucking frame. But his street. That video got flagged by Scott. And I don't remember what Ken did to get that video unbanned. But I think he had to clip something out, or I can't remember. I do know that basically he got struck. And he had to fucking hide that video. And then he's like, fuck it. If, Scott's going to strike it, fine. But I didn't do anything wrong. And Dave didn't do anything wrong. And again, I didn't even show his house. But he did strike Ken for that video, which for the longest time was unavailable.
You're never gonna fucking do it, motherfucker. And all this is gonna do is end everybody, not just fucking me.
That's always hilarious because he keeps saying that. Oh, if you pull the trigger, then everyone falls. No, it's just you, Scott. The evidence tribunal proved that. You've got a character assessment that's been created. You've got the personal interactions of other people.
This is barely gonna fucking faze me, buddy, but it sure is.
But why do you sound so exasperated, so desperate? From Wire again. You got the floor, dude. Let's go.
Quickly, I forgot something, but this is important, and you'll like this. Last week, actually, it was WrestleMania. I went on Ken's show, and we reacted to it live. Great time, but RP was in the chat talking shit and trying to get attention like usual, like he does, being a little water bitch boy that he is. And he decided to dox me in Ken's chat. I let Ken know immediately. He took care of it, which is thank you, Ken, for that. And that's the kind of person that RP is now. He's a doxer. So watch out, hide your kids, hide your wife from the sky.
So he gets emotional? So you're confirming he gets emotional and he wants to...
Maliciously emotional.
And maliciously? Well, I mean, let me know privately if you need any assistance with that, because I know where he lives, so how about that?
Well, thank you. We're going to have to... we're going to have to go to New Jersey and take them to a New Jersey Devils hockey game and see who the real man is, Jacob RP.
Against the Islanders, right? Or the Dallas Stars?
Hey, I'd root for the Islanders against... See, I'm not one of those... this is another show for another time, but I like all... I'm not one of those hater sports fans. I respect other teams. You know what I'm saying? But no New Jersey teams.
Yeah, but he's Latino. He don't even watch the hockey.
Yeah, he does soccer. But anyways, yeah, so that's the kind of person RP's turned into. And look out. Keep eyes on the back of your heads, guys, in this community. And shout out to everyone. And I'm sorry I interrupted.
Wire.
Thank you, buddy. Don't give him a wrench, for real. Don't give him a wrench. If anyone gives him a wrench.
Also, I will only take calls from now on. If he calls in, I'll take his call. But if he calls into another call, I won't take his call. Because every time, not every time, but like a lot of times, to the point where it's in the dozens, he'll disconnect my call with a bunch of people. I'm such a bitch.
Yeah, he's a dick like that.
I'm so stupid, so I'm going to disconnect everyone. And like we're having a conversation, but he just can't stand it. So if I take his call, it'll just be him. But if I'm having a bunch of people on my call and he calls in, fuck him. I'm not taking his call because I know exactly what he's going to fucking do. And I've given him enough fucking opportunities, but he keeps doing that shit.
The guy can't even break 100 subs on YouTube. He can talk.
Well, if he keeps making his videos private, of course, that's what's going to happen. He's got to keep them up. He's got to tag them. He's got to fucking encourage people. Competition.
Well, the guy has a small penis. He showed me and Keith once. So how about that for some dirt? Thank you.
Disgusting.
Dropping the mic and leaving. Thank
you. All right. Well, there goes YR with some information that I did not want. But there it is for you to consume. So, on that note, we still have more to review. Let us continue. Where's the video? There it is.
Hell's gonna phase everybody else. Wait and see. Wait and see. Tick fucking talk.
Tick fucking talk. Tick fucking talk. We've been hearing about this for years. Tick fucking talk. It's coming. It's coming. It never comes, but it's coming. And yes, tick fucking talk.
Been saying it for years. Tick motherfucking talk.
Yeah, you've been saying it for years, and nothing's come of that. So, with all your military and police training them on, nothing has come to anything. Meanwhile, you've actually had police interaction due to wellness calls, haven't you? Or interactions, otherwise. So, let's continue.
Wait until the pendulum stops swinging and we hit it, bro. You're going to fucking regret it.
The pendulum stops swinging? You're going to be able to reduce the kinetic energy entirely to make it stop swinging? Do you know what you're talking about? You're just using fancy words? Because you've, obviously claimed that I was guilty of this, but I don't attempt to sound smart. I just use what's in my vocabulary. Meanwhile, you attempt to use words that you have no familiarity with. And as such, you don't sound quite intelligent. Let's continue.
You're going to have this look on your face that I'm going to screenshot and still in my memory for life.
Because I'm going to somehow see you in court. Because, Danny, you're going to get indicted into Canada, carried by a police force. Texas RCMP is going to fucking escort you there in handcuffs. But you're going to actually have to deal with these allegations
forever and ever.
Wow, relax, dude.
You just don't get it, do ya? But I love watching your demise. The sloppiness just keeps getting better by the day.
But you sound so desperate to convince people. This is like one of those commercials. You got 30 seconds to convince people that this mop is the latest, greatest thing. And, you got to buy this. So, you got to call this, call us right now for this exclusive offer. Exclusive. 1-800. The exasperation. The desperation. He's running out of air while he speaks. This is key to what is in his psyche. Let's continue.
It truly does. Man, begging. Oh, please, people, give Dave, the unemployed alcoholic who lied about...
I'm going to have to rewind. This is going to be great. Fuck, I was just about to say something else. Regardless, you know what? Let's rewind. This is getting fucking hilarious. Hold on. Shibbity-bop. There we go. Also in the chat, some conversation. Scott went full Sandlot kid with that forever, says Spartan King of Texas. Yes, I think that he is referencing that potentially, but he lives in a fantasy world, so these movies are basically true to him. But yeah, let's play this. Play.
But I love watching your demise. The sloppiness just keeps getting better by the day. It truly does. Man, begging. Oh, please, people, give Dave, the unemployed alcoholic who lied about having a job because he's got all this time for Scott again.
Well, hold on, wait. All this time for Scott. This was made think it was. Hold on. Let me go to the folder. This was March 29th. Might have been the 28th, but folder says 29th, so that's when I saved it. But actually, no, this was the same day because I was sent a bunch of the videos. But yeah, this was March 29th. So not that long ago, actually, less than a week. So there's that to consider.
Or either got fired because he's fucking useless, Mr.
Let's keep rewinding. I do love, Scott talking about me because I live rent-free in his mind, but just the delusion, like, Dave is unemployed. That's why he's talking so much about me. When, again, like, I usually basically can stream on the weekends. Or close to. That's the time that I got it. Because every other time, I'm fucking working. But I'm lying about that. I love this. I really do. It's just, he's so convoluted. And his mind is so paranoid that he thinks of all these different possibilities. And none of them are exactly what I'm doing. Or what I'm fucking living. But he just fucking convinced himself of that. And it's, honestly, it is fucking funny. But yes, we've rewound. And let's play it again.
Having a job because now he's got all this time for Scott again, or either got fired because he's fucking useless, Mr. Over for life, forever.
There we go. Got to rewind enough. There we go. Again, Goon reference to The Sandlot. Great movie, by the way, but Scanty trying to emulate it. Let's continue.
And ever.
You're getting a little emotional there. Relax.
You just don't get it, do ya? But I love watching your demise. The sloppiness just keeps getting better by the day. It truly does. Man, begging. Oh, please, people, give Dave, the unemployed alcoholic who lied about having a job because now he's got all this time for Scott again, or either got fired because he's fucking useless.
Oh, but he's either he's got the time or he's been fired. I mean, what?
Mr. Overqualified, right? Please, guys, give him money. He really is doing this for you, the people.
Yeah, I love it. He's getting so emotional. And yes, for you, the people, because quite honestly, I could play Kerbals for hours, but I know there's probably going to be 2 to 4 people at max watching it. But hey, when people demand the drama, and I fucking put up a drama video, they flock to it, Scanty. Whether you love it or hate it, it's the fact. And yes, there is low-hanging fruit. But even the hate watchers still tune in. We got, 36 viewing right now. Actually, hold on. Let me check the stream here. 38 through the YouTube studio. People want to see this. Do they want to watch me play Kerbals? Not many. But when it comes to drama, nobody does it better than Dave Rose. And in these sorts of situations there, Scanty, these outbursts, which I record and you try to hide, again, a reminder to all those listening, including the hate watchers, that Scott tries to hide this. Meanwhile, I keep my stuff up. And as is a valid question, why am I still fucking up? If, in fact, I was so bad that Scott says I'm evil, blah, blah. Why are all my videos still up? Why is my channel still up? Meanwhile, Scott says certain things on his channels, and they inevitably get struck, inevitably get pulled down. And it's not me doing it, I swear. Never struck Scott's channel, ever. I've even come out and said he should be allowed to say his things so that people can judge it. And I've also called out the fact that he deletes videos when in fact they should stay up so that people can judge. But he'll claim that like, no, well, this and I'll get struck and that's why I keep making my channel private. It's all fucking farce. Simple as that. It's all farce. He wants to try to stay in control of saying shit and then, making my video private and channel private and nobody can strike me. But I sure showed you. I made a video, and this happens so many times. He makes a video, again, he knows I'm on Eastern time. Makes a video when he knows I'm already fucking asleep because he's 2 hours away in Alberta. And then he'll fucking private it. And I got sent videos of these things. And, when you go to the link, video is private, blah, blah, blah. But then I got the video. It's like, you decided to puff out your chest there, Scott. Try to act all big and tough and then, and say shit. And then make the video private or delete it altogether, thinking that, I sure showed you, Dave. Meanwhile, I never watched it because I was sleeping at that time. So many occurrence of that exact situation. And he's shown himself to be quite the pathetic piece of shit. But let's continue and shout out to the 38 viewing.
Oh, victims of Scott, man, please give money. Hey,
Hold on, let's rewind again. Apparently I've been begging for money. Victims of Scott. Okay.
Time for Scott again, or either got fired because he's fucking useless, Mr. Overqualified, right? Please, guys, give him money. He really is doing this for you people. You're all victims of Scott, man. Please give him money. Hey, I can't, man. I just spent it all on the lawyers. And now my Capital One bank account, which Capital One's a credit card, one of the cheapest credit cards anybody can
He's talking about Danny.
get out there with a $300 limit to start, and then you build it over time. But Capital One almost guarantees it to everybody. Never heard of a Capital One fucking bank, to be honest. I thought, in Canada it's just a credit card. I don't know, maybe it is a bank in America. Fuck if I know. But
well, then why are you talking about something you don't know about?
Pretty sure it's just a credit card. Again, I'm not stating I'm right or wrong. I never looked into it. That it could be a fucking bank in America, maybe. I don't know. The way Danny explained that was weird, though. His accounts are on freeze. Maybe it's because he's a Russian hacker. Maybe that's why, guys. I don't know. Usually people's accounts aren't on freeze unless they're doing criminal activities, to be quite honest with you. So that's a little bizarre. I mean, it could be illegal activity on his card from a hacker, another hacker. It could be.
Like threatening people over the internet there, Scott? Also, I don't know what the issue is. Nobody else is saying that I've got a problem with my volume there, Jacob RP. So, if there is, speak up. Let's continue.
But my guess is it's going to be, maybe Danny was on 4chan looking at PDF file porn. Maybe that's it, because he sure as hell likes to project that PDF file stuff out there. Could be that.
Again, a coward that doesn't even want to address this because he's a coward. And again, for a guy whose channels are constantly being taken down or he deletes them, why is he worrying? He's referring to a pedophile. But no, he says PDF file. I don't know why you're so fucking stupid there, Skunt, but there you go. Let's continue.
Could be that, man. Could be purchasing some illegal porn out there on his credit card. I would love to get...
Illegal porn? Is there even such a fucking thing? That's hilarious. But where's this allegation even coming from? That's the bigger question. That's what you really should be ridiculing. Where did Scott's mind even come up with this? I'm going to insult him in illegal porn. What? What?
Look into Danny's laptop and phone, to be quite honest, and Dave's. It'd be interesting.
As opposed to yours? Well, Danielle Bergoli was legal in my country, so it'd be allowed. Really? Well, if I moved to Mexico, it would be perfectly legal because, she'd be 14 and minimum age there is 12. So, But look into my computer and Danny's computer. I got a sound clip for that one.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
We already know Dave goes on 4chan, the pedo site. He already said he does. He goes on there obsessing with other trans.
4chan, the fucking pedo site? You mean poll? Where you get a bunch of fucking updates of to what's really going on? Hilarious fucking memes. Like, the memes, people. Poll has the best fucking memes on 4chan. And you can find that on a bunch of the other chans out there. But Scott, I think, is referring to a different website. Maybe one that he frequents.
Trans people and pedos. I've seen them posted on Twitter. So it's weird. These people are weird. And I can guarantee you they got skeletons in their closet. Every time they speak.
Take my word for it, Mon. I have no idea about them, but take my word for it, Mon. Just believe me. Why won't everyone believe me, Mon? Please, I'm a victim in all this. You fucking shit.
Every time I hear these people speak, it just screams, we got skeletons in our closet.
You're projecting again, Scott. You're projecting again. You're the one who has skeletons. You were trying to defend yourself, saying, well, it was legal because she was 16 and the law said it was legal. It doesn't make it moral, but you fucking, with Blue Collar Vet and that other guy that was with him, you were trying to, like, four times did you come up with that fucking argument saying, well, it was legal, so therefore there's no moral issue. Absolutely, there's a fucking moral issue being a 22-year-old fucking a 16-year-old or 15-year-old. Like, again, the lines have been blurred. I've got, gotten information that makes me question, like, was he 20 and fucked a 16-year-old? Or was he 22 and fucked a fucking 15-year-old? There are clips out there of him discussing this stuff nonchalantly. Like, I don't give a fuck. Like, yeah, fuck yeah, I did. I mean, that's not anything to really gloat over unless you're a certain type of person. So, again, you've heard it from his mouth. It's up to you to fucking decide that, but I certainly don't think it's kosher. Let's continue.
Freaks of it, bro. So I can't wait, bro, because I have nothing to hide and I've never hid from the world.
I can't wait. TikTok, it's coming. It never comes, but I can't wait. But you're going to wait forever, dude. You're going to wait forever because nothing's ever coming the way that you say it's going to come. So.
The day of my life, these motherfuckers tried really hard to hide from YouTube, from the internet. I don't give a flying fuck. These people do. They have a lot to fucking hide. So I can't wait until
you got a bunch of shit to hide.
There's feds in on this for real, doing federal
There's feds on this for real. Feds. Which feds? American federal officers? Canadian federal officers? Who's involved? There's feds. Well, that's quite ambiguous. You could, if you had an actual case, you could give the case number, and with the Freedom of Information Act, although with some creative language, you could probably get the police station to release the information to you. It's possible. You can get access to that information. Plus, news reports on the case and such. It's easily accessible. Let's continue.
Investigations, booting down fucking doors, taking a look at fucking people's laptops. Let's get it on.
Let's rewind, because the delusion here is so delicious.
Flying fuck. These people do. They have a lot to fucking hide. So I can't wait until there's feds in on this for real, doing federal investigations, booting down fucking doors, taking a look at fucking people's laptops.
So again, watches too much CSI. Very delusional. Actually thinking that police are going to be busting down our door and checking our laptops. Well, joke's on you, asshole. I don't have a laptop. How about that? But listen to this delusion, this desperation to be believed. Because he's not really saying this like this is true. He's trying to convince you that this is what is true. He's always tried this. He has nothing, so what does he do? He lies. He's a Mark Scunty, the childhood individual that I had to interact with, and always the lies. Mark Scunty. That's what you are, Scunty. Mark Scunty. Let's continue.
Let's get it on, bro. Let's fucking really do this once and for all. Come on. I'm begging for it, bro. I want to see what these people really are. We see already enough on YouTube.
So 6 years is enough? Then you're finally gonna do something? Or TikTok, it's never coming? Which one is it?
Let's take a fucking deeper dive. Please give Dave's obsession with Scott. Give him money for obsessing with Scott, guys, please. And then you're...
Wow, he's sounding quite desperate.
You're literally contributing criminally to a guy who's fucking with me in my life, lying, stalking my nieces. You're contributing.
You're contributing. You're contributing criminally. He said that. So, Bullseye, the first to make a donation on the show tonight, you're contributing to criminal activity. And no, I have not done what he said about pursuing his nieces and harassing them, and apparently one of them ran away from home, and no. But he's actually, I'm not the first and only person. I think he said that about Ken. Who else was it? He said this about multiple people, that we caused his niece to run away from home. And he'll try to use it like he's some sort of victim. But then he'll keep saying, I attacked his fucking nieces. What a fucking loser.
To criminal activities. I tried to tell this to Sith Negan before, but he doesn't seem to comprehend it. But that's okay.
Oh, another donator that donated a bunch of money to both Joe and Ken, and then you went after them. Just like you've denied going after other donators in the past, which you've in fact done, and then made them leave the community. Like Shell, who I've got the screenshot of saying she left the community specifically because of you. Shall we show that again? Because I could. But you have been the one who've always pursued those donators. Let's continue.
All that money will be seized in court too. Yeah.
That money's going to be seized in court. You have no idea about the law. How can you even say that? Let's continue. Rewind and hear that bullshit again.
To a guy who's fucking with me in my life, lying, stalking my nieces. You're contributing to criminal activities. I tried to tell this to Sith Negan before, but he doesn't seem to comprehend it. But that's okay. All that money will be seized in court too. Yeah. It's gonna be all mine. But anyway, giddy up, go. You think that's delusional? Test me. Yeah. So.
But we are, and we have been for the last 6+ years, and you haven't done shit there, Scott. You haven't done shit. So, tested, you have been multiple times, and you failed every single time. You're worthless. You're garbage. You are a organic portal. Basically inhabited, infested by and possessed by an evil demon soul. Well, not even a soul, it's a force, it's a entity. But your kind, genetically speaking, is prone and essentially created specifically by the devil to inhabit, to be possessed by these demon souls out there, these entities, these interdimensional evil beings. And Scott, you're the perfect candidate. You've shown this. But yeah, a little odd, you might think, but I've been saying this for years. Don't if you're as consistent as I am, if you're consistent with watching as I am consistent with my message, you'll know that I've spoken about this multiple times. But we got more to go. Much, much more to go. And it's 12:26 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We have 30-something viewers. But hey, I don't have to work tomorrow. So, let's go.
I do love that Danny told the officer that if I was in their country, he would kill me and get a murder charge. That always goes over well with the officers. That's recorded and documented for court.
The cop didn't arrest him at that point. I think it probably went quite swell.
That one's going to go real well for you, Danny. I want to kill him. I've been stalking him and his nieces, and now I want to kill him.
Now it's Danny that's fucking stalking the nieces? Is it everyone, or is it just whoever you're talking about at that moment?
I wish he was down here so I could kill him and get a murder charge, officers, but I can't. So,
Well, then maybe you want to bitch to whatever Texas police, RCMP, that he was talking to, because they didn't arrest him at that point. If it was so bad, he said he wanted to kill me, and they didn't arrest him at that point, then maybe you just want to take it up to the police and say, well, why didn't you arrest him, blah, 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 when he admitted this, I've got it on video, man. Or maybe it's just because they're not going to do a goddamn thing about that. Let's continue.
So, can you help me out, guys? They're fucking right now, I guarantee they're profiling Danny. They're looking at his past criminal records, right? Because Danny said he was in prison. They're looking at it all. I can fucking promise you.
You can promise us, but how can you guarantee it? You've said this for so many years, there, scunt. Oh, I can promise you it's going to happen. All right, we're getting a call from the one and only It's Bullseye.
What is up, Devious Dave Rose?
Just powering through, man. Just doing my thing.
Yeah, I could tell you're pretty drained.
I am, but the truth must be spoken of for you, the people. Yes. So what do you have to partake and impart amongst the people?
Yeah. Funny story. Scott, I mean, despite what videos he's uploaded on your birthday stream, really, he's actually kind of, been uploading just food reviews. So he hasn't really been actually going at you at all.
No, but see, the thing is, though, this was a video that I did not review, of the past review that I did. He did make several videos while I was streaming of addressing what I was saying, but I haven't even watched those. And as of late, as in the last 3 days, he hasn't done anything, but as of the last 4 days, he did comment about me. So it's not that he's not done anything. It's just that he hasn't done anything in literally 3 days. But, I mean, come on, it's Scott. He will address. I haven't even checked his channel. I'm sure he's been watching. I'm sure he's fucking making videos about this shit. Is there any doubt? I mean, come on. We know where Scott lies.
Well, of course, that's pretty much his character.
And again, apparently I groomed you. You know, like, he can't think that maybe both of us agree on certain things and other things we don't. In fact, you've called me out on that on your videos. I mean, like, he hasn't been paying attention, or he's just so obsessed with his own narrative that he refuses to acknowledge, you know, just reality.
Well, to me, this is how I'm seeing his situation. Outside of what I've already said about him or what you said about him, to me, he doesn't have a following. So, and perhaps he thinks he has a following, and that's why he's saying this, and perhaps somebody believes him.
I love it. He probably is so pissed off hearing that. He's like, no, of course I'm going to follow him. All like, people love me. And you're just saying the truth. It's like, no, nobody loves you.
Yeah, but that's not even to, like, shit on him. It's like...
No, it's just the truth. That's what hurts the most for him, is that you just simply state something. He's like, no, man, that hurts. It's like, it's just the truth. No, they can't be possible.
Yeah. Well, that's just thinking on that particular subject at hand. Like, perhaps it's that. Who knows? But it could be many things. It's just speculation on my part, right?
Well, according to him, maybe. But when you look at the facts, it becomes very simple to see.
Well, if you agree with it and it's 100% fact, I don't know what to say, because it's only based on what I saw from him. So, I'm only trying
if other people have experienced the same thing, well, when we see somebody else experience that and we agree with it, or at least agree with the fact that we've experienced that, well, that's the truth.
Mm-hmm. Well, I guess truth means is what we universally agree upon and what we've seen from, I guess, repetitive actions, I would say. Right? If you catch my drift. So, yeah. But the recent videos, 3 days without talking about this, doing his, usual workouts, posting it, and then doing food reviews, to me, seemed to be a step in the right direction. Will he come back out and start talking shit again? Perhaps. It's up his alley.
Dude, he told Danny that he would no longer address people who make videos about him. He was leaving YouTube, blah, blah, blah. So he said, and I asked when Danny told me, I was like, so if I was to make a video reviewing him, he's not going to say shit? Nope. Scott said that he's not going to do that. He said that he's just going to let people say whatever they want, and he's just going to do his own thing. He's leaving. He's got another computer. I was like, okay, let's test that theory. And I did, and within minutes, this guy was fucking making videos about me and my stream, about what Ken said, blah, blah, blah. So, I mean, it's very easy to prove, to be quite honest.
Believe it or not, it's 4 videos. Yes, you're right. He did make videos. It's 4 videos, and one of them, I actually was telling him, it's not worth it. Just move on. You don't have to respond. You don't owe that, right? So in one of his comment sections, I'm actually talking to him, trying to tell him, you don't owe a response, right? So he tells me in those comments, it's for court. So in my mind, I'm like, how do I respond to this the best way, right? Because it's for court. He's uploading. It's not responding. That's what he tells me. I'm thinking like, okay, how do I attack this? And I think, and I'm just, and this is my thoughts right there when I'm telling them these things. Well, then use it against them, right? If they're talking about you, we're like, why are you so fascinated about me? I'm not talking about you or some shit. Or better yet, don't post anything, right? Because like I'm telling him, you don't owe a response. And for the past 3 days, he hasn't made a video. And to me, is he going to go again? No, perhaps not. But I'm encouraging him to continue doing what he's doing with the gym stuff and the food stuff. Because at least it's self-work. I don't know about the junk food and eating that. I would cut down on that. Focus on more vegetables too and organic meats. But either way, going to the gym is a good step. To me, it's always a good step. Exercising is, working on yourself. Just the junk food eating, I wouldn't do that.
He's just doing it to try to intimidate people. It's like, look at me, I'm pushing a punching bag. Like, come on.
Well, to me, I don't see that as intimidating at all. Like him punching a punching bag is like...
No, it's not intimidating. The fact is that he thinks that it's intimidating, which is why he posts this on his fucking channel.
To me, I think he's posting it to show that, yeah, see, I'm doing something else. That's how I took it.
He's done this for years, though.
Well, hopefully he continues it now, and hopefully it continues without talking shit because somebody else said something about him. And this is just me being optimistic about it.
Yeah, well, good luck on that one.
Well, 3 days of good luck so far. Let's see what the next day takes us.
Yeah, but
maybe he makes a video on me.
He always goes back to comment about you. You've witnessed this. Well, I mean, why are you just overlooking it? He's gonna. Bullseye went on to Dave's show, so clearly he's endorsing everything that Dave's done in his past, despite the fact that Bullsey's called Dave out multiple times on his show. Doesn't know. No, he's gonna live in his own fantasy.
Well, I can only do so much about that, right? But all I can do is
don't be a Danny MT and don't have him unblocked on Skype. I mean, that's.
Well, this is in YouTube comment sections. To be fair, this was in YouTube comment sections. He's blocked on my Skype.
No, I understand. That. I'm just making a joke and a point. It's a joint.
Oh.
Get it?
Okay. Well, fair. Well, I'm not gonna touch the Danny thing because honestly, I think the whole point was why are you changing your mind about unblocking Scott and blocking Scott? That's what I think was the point, if I'm correct. I mean, Tony confirmed that. But overall, I'm just trying to be optimistic about it. If he's willing to actually change, he should continue doing this. And if what he said to Danny is true, forget about even paying attention to them. You don't owe a response. I mean, keep in mind, how many times have I said, Dave, like, you don't have to review Scott. You could just pretend he doesn't exist.
You could.
But to me, I was just convinced that, you like reviewing Scott and everybody else does. So who am I to say stop?
Hold on. You're getting a little ahead of yourself there, kiddo. I did a stream earlier today that only had about 4 viewers at max, but it was Kerbals on my game stream. I enjoy that. I was talking all science and shit. Fucking really enjoyed myself. 2 hours passed. Didn't even fucking recognize it. Because that's how much fun I was having. So you can stop with your poo-pooing here. Because the fact is that I can do so many different topics. I can talk about fucking cooking. I can talk about politics. I can talk about mysteries and conspiracies and all this sort of shit. Again, okay, let me put it this way. Scott makes a threat against me, I respond. I don't give a fuck if I was planning to do Too Many Chefs or fucking, wrestling review, whatever. If Scott decides to be a bitch and tries to threaten me, I will respond. Always.
Well, to be fair, Dave, I wasn't saying you can't do anything else when I was saying you could just pretend Scott exists, and even if if you ignore him, he'll stop, and even if he continues, nobody will notice.
No. I'm not the psycho here. He stops. I'm not going to stop because we can't trigger this mentally unstable individual. Nope, that's not how the world works. If you're mentally unstable, you go to the institution. But if words hurt you over fucking YouTube, you need to die.
Yeah, but he's not going to a mental institution anytime soon.
No, his heart will blow out because he can't stand the truth that's being said. And I will frame his obituary.
Well, back to the point, though. I've said this many times. Like, if you just ignore his existence, even his videos, maybe he'll go away. But even if he still continues, no one sees it. No one cares. That I said this many times, but I'm convinced everybody likes talking about Scott. There's nothing wrong with that. You like reviewing him? There's nothing wrong with that. Okay? So I was like, okay, who am I to say stop reviewing Scott? Right?
Well, there's been a lot of people that said that to me.
Yeah, well, I mean, you do you. Like, I'm just trying to be optimistic about the guy. And if he goes off, he goes off. What are you going to do?
I'll find him again while he tries to claim that he has power over other people. Again, he's an evil demon. He will use any tactic he can to try to hurt people. What is the purpose of contacting Ken's kids' schools? Tell them about what Ken is doing on YouTube. Where's the advantage there?
Well, I, for one, reported him for that. So
No. That's not the question. The question is, what is the advantage? Why would Scott, okay, if we're going to put ourselves in his position, why would Scott decide that he can't accomplish anything? So what does he do? Threatens to contact Ken's kids' schools, not because of a danger to the kids, but because Ken is saying naughty words about Scott on the internet. I don't think there's ever been a bigger bitch move in fucking history.
I would just say Scott reacting in that situation was angry as found Ken for what he, I guess, if I remember correctly, it was about Ken, sharing Scott McKinnon's voice messages of him going off, and you play them on your stream.
And that justifies that action?
I didn't say that justifies. I'm saying that's how it transpired. I reported Scott for that. So him doing that was an angry move because how do I respond to that? And I've seen this with many people on YouTube. It's not just them. So they go for personal or attack family for some reason because they got nothing else. He's not the only one that did that.
Okay.
At least this is just from my explanations from things. Hopefully I explained very well with everything. I don't know. I'm hoping Scott continues what he's doing with food reviews. Punch a bag all you want. By the way, you threw a kick wrong, Scott. I'm not going to show you.
No, I didn't. You don't know how to throw a kick, Bullsy.
Yeah, but
expect that video.
You gotta rotate. Yeah, but first, if you're gonna throw a kick properly, you gotta point your foot to the ground first and raise your knee and balance yourself. You can't just throw it straight up with your toes up. That's just bad for you. Bad for your toes. You're gonna break them like that. This is a hint of advice. I know he's taking lessons for guitar. I'm sure he can take lessons off YouTube how to throw a punch. Jab cross. Don't do so many combos. Start with the jab. Put your hips into it when you hit the bag, then cross. Do those repeatedly. Do them faster and faster and faster. Train fast, but don't go for so many combos because they look bad for one. Just start with the basics. Things. Don't try to do too much. That's just a hint of advice from a former martial artist, potential fighter too.
And a wrestler.
Yep. So take it from me, not just criticism and advice. Don't take it as like, fuck you, you can't fight. Although
Well, I'm sure they'll have several videos made of you there, Bullseye.
well, if it does,
You'll keep
I
patting
don't think
on
I'd
the
even
back
respond.
and saying, "Oh, it's okay, it's okay."
Well, to be fair, if he does, it doesn't surprise me. You know,
Yes, but,
it's not.
You should be taking a stronger stance than you are currently.
What would that stance be exactly?
Absolute expulsion.
I'm not a vicious. I don't like being a vicious person. But then again,
no, you're just
maybe
drawing the line, saying I'm not going to deal with you. I mean, don't be a Danny MT. Oh, I'm going to unblock you on the chat to tell you you're wrong. But by the way, while I'm still here, let me tell you how you can improve your form with MMA. Excuse me. Seriously.
Well, that's Danny's business, honestly. I don't think we should tell him you should block Scott. If he wants to...
I think we should. I think everyone should. And in fact, I've done that to other people because it's just like, excuse me, maybe 1 or 2 times you can doubt it. But 20 times with me dealing with Scott or Joe or Ken or somebody else where it's the same shit and you've got to deal with someone who's psychotic, no, eventually it runs its fucking line and people realize, oh shit, these guys went through this like 6 times, 8 times, 22 times, whatever. But they tried to fucking help Scott and he just fucking betrayed them. Like, you got to stay away from this guy like he's radioactive. And a lot of people have obviously learned from that because they saw how psychotic he was. But to think that people should just continue to give this guy the benefit of the doubt and say, oh, well, I can change him. I'm sure that I, can make him a better person. You're living a delusion. People have tried to do this for years. And the fact is, he is an organic portal. He is fucking infested, possessed by evil demons. There's no saving this guy.
What do you think of getting the guy like a preacher? What do you call those people? An exorcist. You want to get him an exorcist or something if he's a demon or something?
Well, he actually, if you really want to talk about this, I can't remember what age he claimed that this happened, but he went into a church and he began to have supposedly seizures and speak in tongues, and he had to be carried out of this thing while having these seizures and speaking all this stuff. And when demonic entities are put into places of holy power, they do react like that. Seems very probable to me that again, inhabited and possessed by evil entities, this guy was put into a very holy place and, got the result that happens to evil beings. So that's why he had his seizure and that's why it had to be carried out. But this is on record. I'm not sure if you ever heard that story, but
I've heard it before. I'm pretty sure I heard it in 2021 about the exorcist thing. But I said it as get the guy an exorcist as a joke. Like, you want to get the guy an exorcist or something?
Well, it's what's scary is that when you mention that and then he says, well, kind of, there was a certain situation, that should make you think and everyone else think, hold on, this guy is really that possessed that he has no control over himself. He's just this organic portal, this being that is inhabited by evil spirits. People have to watch out for this shit. Nobody should, at this point, nobody had to point this out. People see Scott for what he is. You look, I'm not going to deny this. I certainly have fun ridiculing him. I do a great job at it too. But you also have fun ridiculing people and talking shit. And again, either of us will still get attacked by Scott. But, he's an innocent victim, apparently.
Well, what caught my attention was definitely telling Danny MT why you're hanging out with them. Honestly, it should be up to the individual's choice. If you want to hang with the guy, hang with them, okay?
No.
Just know what you're dealing with.
I have to disagree. You have to disassociate with people. I've said that to so many people. It's like, no, and then they're like, or other people like, oh, you're dictating to people? I wouldn't call it dictating, but you know what? I'm just laying it out. Either you're fucking retarded and you continue to associate this person, or you do exactly what I did and many other people did and cut them off fucking years ago. Because it's not just me that's fucking done that shit. You cut somebody off years ago.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, they should come to that terms for themselves. And if they decide they want to talk to a guy behind DMs, who are we to tell them no?
Somebody who's got more experience than they do dealing with skunt. Again, if we've got the wisdom, knowing, like, again, you dealing with him and the shit that he said about you, me grooming you apparently, and all these other things he said about you. So knowing that he has this penchant, this desire to lie about anybody that might say shit about him, might say something that disagrees with him, you know what to expect.
Well, I do, but just because you have more experience with the guy doesn't mean they're going to listen to you. They're going to try to make their own conclusions.
No, but see, that's the thing, though. That's their problem, because if you look to anybody that has more experience than you in anything, a logical person would say, holy shit, this person knows things I don't. I got to pay attention. I could learn some really good stuff. But you're saying, like, oh, well, there's other people that, well, whatever.
Well, okay, I'll say you're right on this. It is better to listen to others with the better experience and take that knowledge with you. And if you experience the same thing, you know that other person's right. So, yes, I agree with you on that. However, I'm only saying this. Some people, you can't just tell them, stop associating with them. I'm telling you to. They're going to do the opposite thing, more than likely. A lot of people don't like being bossed around. Even if you have better...
When you say bossed around, is that being told what the truth is, or actually being told, you must do this without your compliance? Because if it's going to be Generation Z, which I've encountered quite frequently as of these days, they're an entitled bunch of bitches that think that the world is owed to them.
Well, it's more like this. I didn't hear you once say that, oh, you better do this or else. I never heard you say that. But to the other person, it may come off that way. So, well,
she was only 16, Mon, but the law said I could, Mon. I'm going to have to take the Scott defense here. The law said it was okay.
I'm only trying to say what it may sound
no, and then that's another thing, is that Bullseye on his own channel as well as mine has been fully critical of me, who's called me out on things that he disagreed with and has been fully blunt. That's what I really like, the bluntness of anybody. But Bullseye certainly is nonchalant with that, which, again, gives him a gold star, but he calls me out on things that he disagrees with. In the end, maybe I'll agree, maybe I'll disagree, but he knows that he can fucking call in, he can fucking interact with me, even on this super secret server on Discord, but he'll totally disagree with me, and he'll stand by that point, and he's certainly not brainwashed, because you know the rumor there, Bullseye. Apparently, I brainwash people that are associated with me. But,
it's actually one of my favorite quotes. Honestly, that's one thing I always was like, I mean, you think a guy on the internet's brainwashing people to hate people? I mean,
I brainwashed you to disagree with me, Ballsy.
It's my favorite one. Like, yes, I've made fun of people for saying that, but it's like, you don't need to say this. This is overall the thing I'm just trying to say. Yes, I've told Scott this, I've told many people this, and you can listen to this stream now. I would just argued with Dave on certain critical, well, not critical, but certain points. I mean, sure, we agree on a lot of things, but there's things I disagree what Dave does. So
yeah, and we've had extensive conversations about that, and people, and again, in the Super Secret server, we've had people who witnessed those discussions. It's open and it's out there for those to decide. But again, in the end, we have that ability to be able to be honest with each other. And if somebody is very critical, well, at least I can trust Bullseye, for example, to lay it out and not fucking waste any time on pleasantries and like, oh, well, maybe no. It's just like, I disagree with you with this, and here's this, and here's this, and that's respectful.
Yeah, I'll say this too. It is why I like interacting with you the best. Because no matter
I told you, man. He groomed Bullseye. Dave Rose groomed Bullseye, man. Yeah, because we apparently can carry on a conversation and we can have agreements at some points and then disagreements at others. Go fuck yourself, Scott. Please continue.
It's more than just Scott too, but here's the thing. The reason why I like interacting with Dave, even when I'm thinking like, dude, what the guy is just saying, but every time I'm talking with the guy behind scenes, every time I'm talking to him on calls, it's a different story with anybody else. If you were to put me on a call with, say for instance, I guess you're SEMO, would you think it's going to be cordial? No. Or YR? No. It's never been really cordial with anybody I've tried to have a conversation with. The only person so far I've had a disagreement with and we still have been cordial is Dave Rose. And keep in mind, this is actually our first time speaking in months, actually. I mean, I'm in your chat, but in your Discord, but we don't really.
Yeah, verbally on a stream, yes, correct.
Yeah. So overall, we haven't talked in a month on verbally on stream. We don't really talk much behind DMs anymore. We used to, actually, a lot of times. We had a lot of disagreements. But the thing is, I'm not obligated to disagree with him and argue with him all the time. I mean, imagine me arguing with him all the time about things like Scott McKinnon or anything else. It gets repetitive, right? So some people, like, honestly, I see some people wanting to see more arguments with me and you, and maybe me just go completely against you. Because sometimes I'm seeing this.
I've seen that.
People want to go completely against you. You have really given me no reason to. Don't get me wrong.
Come on, Bullseye, why don't you fight for me, man? Fight for me.
For the sake of transparency, I thought about it. I really did. But every time I talk to you, it's always cordial. So it's no matter what, we're going to be on the same page. So I'd rather have that than a shit show fight fest. So if you want to see a fight from me, you're not going to get it.
What do you mean, man? Why would you fight with Dave Rose, man? I can't believe you, man. It's the setup. It's the setup that they always try to do. Oh, like, let's try to get these two people to fight. And then meanwhile, we're like, why? Why would we want to fight? Oh, Bullseye and I just came away from a conversation saying, well, I disagree with you. Well, I disagree with you. And we're still cool and we're still conversating. But no, they want to take that and say, well, you guys should hate each other. You should kill each other because you just came out of it disagreeing with each other. No. You could disagree with somebody totally and still be okay with them, still be friends with them, still appreciate them, still respect their fucking viewpoint, of course that's possible. Unless you're limited mental capacity like Scott McFuckface.
Scott, literally back in the comments when we talked, in his comment section, by the way, telling me, Ballsy, you talked to me on Wire Show, and the entire time you tried antagonizing me, as well, even Wire called you out. I'm like, where do I begin with that? For one, I didn't even want to be on the call. Wire put me on. Okay, two, because he wanted me to fight with you.
Don't take those
And
random calls from
you.
YR. You know you're going to be fucking put on a show. And then post
Yeah.
on.
Yeah. So it's like, why are you telling me this? I wasn't trying to antagonize you. You know this. Okay? You know I wasn't trying to antagonize you. I mean, I made fun of you at certain points, like saying, manipulating reality. Of course, I'm going to laugh at you about that. Okay? And this is not even going at you. I'm not talking shit right now. This is not even me talking shit. You know when I'm talking shit. So I'll put it this way. Okay? I tried to have a conversation with you. Something YR wanted but complained about anyway. So I tried. I tried to talk to you. Okay? It wasn't going anywhere. It didn't. So don't put onus on me. Okay? Onus is on YR and RP for, talking over us, really. Not letting me address the statements that you were making. So why is it my fault that you felt antagonized?
No, that's a question for him to answer, I guess.
But he knows. He knows I'm the most I don't really like tooting my own horn, but I'm the most cordial dude. I'm the most objective person. Well, arguably the most objective person you'll ever meet or talk to. I'm upfront about everything. Somebody saying I'm something else doesn't matter. Okay? You won't really catch me lying at all. In fact, how about this? I don't lie at all. Have you ever caught me once lying on stream? Never. Ever. Anybody else saying anything about me or anything, you could, why listen to them? Just listen to what's coming out of my mouth. I mean, I'm sure Scott's listening right now. Like he's making comments in the YouTube comment section where we were just talking last time. So why are you complaining about that stream?
Never know. But it's Scutty, after all. But I think I'm going to wrap it up. We've been going on for how long here? More than close to 4 hours. That's quite impressive. I did not expect that. But any final words you'd like to share or impart on the audience?
Yeah, just saying this. Nothing against Scott. I honestly, I wasn't even shit talk. Don't call this shit talk. You know what shit talk sounds like at this point from me. So nothing against. But Dave, nice talking to you again.
Yeah. Thank you for giving us your insight on
All right. See ya.
Several things that we certainly agreed with. But don't get mad, Scunty. He's not under my brainwashing, as you would say. But, yeah, I guess my surprise is going to have to wait another day. Keeps getting pushed back. But it is what it is. But we've been going on for quite some time. I'm hungry. And I will be making a meal fit for an emperor. So on that note, I am Devious Dave Rose. I'm glad that you joined us for Dave's Drama Diner, episode 109. And on that note, we shall see you next time.